Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the RNG podcast. Full disclosure, this was recorded like a month ago and ran into some technical issues that did allow me to eventually save the episode itself, but I'm just giving you a heads up. There are a little bit of rough patches that we're working through. Should be resolved by episode 2, which we're already in process of recording. So thank you so much for understanding and listening to this first episode. Also, it's probably going to cut off a little abruptly towards the end, but just go with it. It's a pilot. So anyway, thanks again for listening and enjoy.
Welcome to the first episode of the RNG podcast, where we discuss anything and everything gaming, including how terrible or wonderful our RNG could be. I'm one of your hosts, Oblivion, and alongside me is KCB.
Yo, I'm here.
And we got Chronicos.
Hello.
So all three of us are YouTubers who start off by covering Fire Emblem Heroes, but we also play a lot of other games, including some gachas like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, ZZZ, even FF7, right? But we also just enjoy gaming in general. That's what we really want to talk about when it comes to this podcast, which brings us to our very first subject we have to discuss, the recent PlayStation State of Play. And man, this thing had some crazy stuff in it, but it also had a few things missing. So like, what was your big highlight, Chronicos?
Excuse me, for the state of play, I mean, it's got to be... Everyone's talking about RE9 Requiem, which I'm super mega excited for, but low-key, I think I'm more excited for the announcement of the God of War Trilogy remake.
Have they announced what it actually is? Like, have they is it like a full remake, like a Final Fantasy VII remake-esque thing, or is this just like a Last of Us like upgrade? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, they didn't have anything to actually show. I think they're gonna have more show maybe at the Summer Game Fest, but what I'm picturing is like a Blue Point upgrade for Demon Souls, like on the PS5. I think it's gonna be a 1-to-1 remake, just a fresher coat of paint, which I'm cool with because the original games, gameplay wise, hold up. They're just hard to look at.
Right. Speaking of which, I guess I love this time. I think Sony just like dismantled Blue Point like today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super sad.
Which is crazy, but I guess that's kind of a whole different topic.
Sony.
Go ahead.
Okay, what I understand from that is I don't know if this is true, but what I kind of gathered is Sony set them up to fail for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe they were just looking to cut corners, cut costs, but. So Blue Point did the Demon Souls remake. They're known for doing remakes and remasters, and they also help. They also helped on first party games for Sony. And what they did is they set them up to do a God of War live service game.
Oh no!
Does that make sense to anybody?
No.
I don't think it makes sense to anybody.
No.
I mean, God of War has no business being a live service in the first place. So. What happened is it obviously got canceled because why would you make a God of War live service game? And then after it got canceled, they did a business, what do you call it?
Meeting?
No, like a business review or a company review, something like that. And then they canned them after that review. And I was like, so there's like a conspiracy that they set them up to fail essentially.
That's kind of nuts. Like, cause the Demon Souls remake was so good. Like, it was so well received. So, like, why would you not want like a team like that especially with the way the current gaming market is, right? Like, we have these constant remakes all the time. Having someone who's really good at it, like, to me, that's a massive benefit to have for your company.
Bro,
right?
I can't even have my copium that they're gonna do a Bloodborne remake now.
I mean,
it's probably never gonna happen, but like the copium was there.
There's been copium for that for like a decade. Like every time I go on Twitch and there's any type of anything, everyone's like Bloodborne remake, and I'm like, where does this like faith come from? Where does this like undeniable like will for this Bloodborne remake to come from? Like never dies. It just never is in every single gaming announcement.
I think because Demon Souls got a remake, and Demon Souls is known to have like a cult following in much in the same realm as Bloodborne. Bloodborne has like a cult following in that same way. So I think if people were thinking, well, if Demon Souls got a remake, I mean, Bloodborne's more like a better game and it's more well known. Like, surely.
Right.
Well,
I
people
feel like it's like Half-Life 3.
people lost their minds when Dustbloods, before the actual name came up. You just saw the trailer, and you saw the styling and the characters and everything. People lost their minds because they were like, "Oh my god!" Including myself, was like, "That's a Bloodborne. We're getting new Bloodborne in 2026. This is real." And then
I thought the same thing, and then I remembered it was going to be on Nintendo. I was like, "Oh man!"
Isn't it like Bloodborne adjacent though? Like it's not exactly the same, but like it's similar, right? Like I think it plays differently.
yeah,
It
Like it's
certainly
multiplayer
looks
or something,
similar,
right? I think it's like multiplayer or something like that. I don't know, but I mean it's something at least, right? I mean it's
it's in that world.
it's not like a
yeah.
right, exactly. Which is cool. I'm glad Nintendo can actually get a dark game like on their catalog for once.
It being a Switch 2 exclusive is wild though.
That is pretty crazy.
Right.
It's interesting.
tells me-
If and when I do buy a Switch 2, I mean, I'll get it, but I need a Switch 2 first.
Same. I'm in the exact same boat. I'm kind of nervous that it's going to go up in price with like everything going on. So I don't know. Well, what about you, KCB? Was there anything like you were really excited for in the state of play, or were you like kind of?
Yeah, no, I was really excited for Final Fantasy VII Redemption to get dropped, and then it didn't, and so I was sad. Mostly.
Man, that you and me both, man. I was exactly in that boat. I thought for sure this was it, but I'm like, okay. If everyone who doesn't know me, I'm a massive Final Fantasy VII nerd. Like, I will watch hundreds of hours of lore videos with literally nothing there, right? So, I was talking to people about it, and they were kind of like made a good point where like I think what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to build a foundation like for the game, right? Like they're trying to make like a general audience essentially, because I think one of the big things they botched with Final Fantasy VII Remake was putting it only on PS4 when it launched, right?
Yeah.
Because it made it so like such few amount of people could actually play it. And so I think what they're trying to do right now is they're just trying to get it out on Switch 2, right, Xbox, all that stuff. So when they actually announce Part 3, there's actually like an audience that's going to be hyped for it. Like, obviously the core audience like us.
Yeah, I think I'm too deep in the sauce. Because when I think Final Fantasy, I'm like, everybody knows what that is. Everybody knows what 7 Remake is. This is like the game of a generation right now. Like, what are we talking about? And then I realized, oh yeah, it did. It had console exclusive launch, and that maybe wasn't great. And then also the COVID era when you couldn't buy anything ever,
right?
And now everything's crazy expensive in a post-COVID lockdown world. I'm just like, maybe people don't know what it is. So they put game packs in the cards now. It is.
Yeah, Remake and Rebirth are on PC. Remake just launched on Xbox and Switch, I believe, and then Switch 2, sorry. And then both Xbox and Switch 2 are getting Rebirth, the second part, in June, I believe. Which to me pretty much says like they are gonna do the release or the announcement at like Summer Game Fest, right? Like that's that. It will probably be either the headline game, or if GTA decides to show up, it will be like the second headline game. Like it will be at the beginning or something like that, right? That's what I assume. Because that just makes the most sense, right? Like, get everyone playing Rebirth, announce the third part, everyone's going to get it. They said they're going to do, I don't know if they've confirmed it, but they have definitely hinted at the idea that it's going to launch on all consoles at the same time. So that just makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like,
if that's the case, it makes sense that they're withholding the announcement because they want to wait for the second part to be available to everybody.
Right. And also, I think it's better to announce it in a general gaming thing than like on PlayStation, right? Because then it kind of says like it sends like mixed signals, right? Like because like PlayStation's not gonna be like, hey, you guys can say it's on every console. Like they're gonna be like, make sure you say something about PlayStation in there. So I think that's definitely it.
I really just wanted the name. Like all I wanted was for them to be like fade to black, fade in on the logo, and then have the next rename underneath it. And I'm banking on it being Redemption at this point. I am Team Redemption.
I don't know what team I'm on. Redemption Returns is a big one. I've heard a lot. I've heard some other stupid ones like Revengeance.
So like I have a theory. It's not entirely my own, but I heard it and it makes a lot of sense. So there's a Dirge of Cerberus event going on in Ever Crisis right now, which is the Final Fantasy VII Gacha Worlds Collide game.
Right.
And in that event, which heavily features Vincent, who is going to be playable in part 3,
Right.
is a song title called Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's going to be a crossover there somehow. I hope. I think.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, there's only so many renames you can have, right? And the thing is, the most popular one that everyone expected it to be, which was Reunion, was used by Crisis Core. So there's just no way it's going to be that one, right? So
I was still on the good thinking that they were also gonna call it Reunion for some reason, because like I want it to be Reunion. I think that would be a nice little like encapsulation of everything. But like,
yeah.
They won't reuse the name. So I'm on Team Redemption now. I think it's going to be Redemption.
Okay. But I can see that. Honestly, I don't really care what the third game is. I just want a trailer because I need to see Vincent's gameplay. Like, I need to know how Vincent actually plays. Like, is he gonna be, the gun and the mid-range gunner, or is he gonna be a transformation guy where he just keeps transforming? Because either way, I'll be pretty happy. But like, there's so much potential with that character, in my opinion. Like, I'm so excited for that. Yeah. Like, I cannot wait.
I feel like he's gonna be both. If I had to take a guess,
probably.
I feel like there'd be times where like in remake you'd have to use Barrett, and there'd be like these puzzle areas that you'd have to use his gun arm to like get through, and the same thing with Yuffie too, with the shuriken and everything. So I feel like they're gonna find a way to incorporate both of them in somehow. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't favoring the beast mode transformation nonsense that they could go ham with, because like Matt Mercer's also voicing him, so I mean, we're in good hands, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But
absolutely.
I really wanted something, and I didn't get it. But like the redoing the Metal Gear stuff for Konami, that was pretty cool. The God of War trilogy, I never played the original ones. I actually have the 2018 and then Ragnarok in my backlog right now that I'm gonna play through this year. So I don't know. I feel like PlayStation's going through this revival with like the Tomb Raider series is also getting like the revisitation stuff too. I've realized that we are all old now because the games that we grew up with, like preteen era stuff, is now in like its 40th anniversary or something, and it's like, oh great, okay, so we've hit that. We've hit a couple decades benchmark now. That's unfortunate.
Like Final Fantasy VII, for example, is turning 30 next year.
Yeah,
which is like, oh, that hurts. That does not feel good.
Yeah. You realize you've spent 20 years with these franchises now, and it's like, oh, cool. That's awesome.
I think maybe they're thinking that like just an easy way to make money is nostalgia. Like, let's just remake all of the old games because those kids that played those games have money now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's. I mean,
they've taken a lesson from Hollywood, because film does this all the time too.
Yeah.
Where there's just like no original ideas anymore, but like at least games have a way to like enhance, I guess the experience of it rather than just watching a movie or something. But I mean, it makes sense. Games have become much more cinematic too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think a lot of developers want to make they kind of want to make movies in their games. Like, I think like The Last of Us is like a really good example, right? Where like the director literally went to HBO to make his own show afterwards. Speaking of nostalgia, though, like the game that I was kind of hyped about for the State of Play, which no one else is really talking about, is Galactic Racer, Star Wars, right?
Oh yeah,
because it's made by the people who made Need for Speed and Burnout together, which. The idea of a pod racer game that plays for Need for Speed or Burnout just sounds amazing. That sounds like so much fun. Like, it doesn't need to be deep, right? It just needs to be crazy fun, and I'll be so happy with it.
I was, sometimes when I see like a direct or a state of play or something like that, and I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about this, I go and watch Maximilian Dude's reaction to it.
Yes.
Because I'm like, tell me how I should feel about this, please. Because I can't make my own opinion right now.
Oh, man.
And I remember that's one that he was really hyped about, was the pod racer.
I was super hyped. I was like kind of hyped because like that was one of the games I got for N64 back in the day. For like, actually, my brother got it, but pretty much mine. That we played like all the time. And so getting to see a new version of it and actually made by that team in particular makes me really excited. Just because like the amount of nonsense that can happen is so much fun.
Something I forgot to mention regarding the state of play. There's two games that I'm actually really excited for aside from the God of War. Is I'm a big horror game guy. I know KCB, you dabble in them a little bit, if just to appease your chat. But I'm super looking forward to the new Silent Hill game. That looked really awesome.
Oh yeah,
Townfall, baby. It's Bloopers. I believe it's being made by Team Blooper. I don't know if Team Blooper's just doing the remakes or whatever. I know they're. No, actually, it's not Team Blooper because I know they're currently working on a remake of number 1, which is also exciting. But yeah, it looked really great because Silent Hill 2 remake was one of my favorite horror games of all time. That was an incredible remake, and also the John Wick game looks.
Oh yeah,
that did look cool. That did look cool.
Like
is Townfall a remake or is it a new game, like a completely new Silent Hill?
Townfall is a new entry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because when they mentioned Buddy's name,
any of this stuff.
Yeah, when they mentioned Buddy's name, Simon, I was like, "Am I supposed to know and/or care who this is?" And then I realized it was a new entry. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Speaking of Simons, they also announced a new Castlevania. Right?
They did.
That was also announced, which looks pretty cool. Like I'm pretty down for that.
Awesome. Like I played the old 2D side scrollers on the DS, the old school DS. Yeah, it looked like that. It looks really cool.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'm excited for. I think one game that caught me off guard was like the giant chicken game.
That looks so fucking stupid. I don't care what it's called.
What?
Windless. I found it. It's such a weird looking game, but the fact that you just play as a giant buff chicken, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna buy it, but I will watch other people play it for sure. Like,
yeah, it's a roided out. It's just a Musu game where you play as a roided out rooster, man. Like, it's so weird.
It's based on a novel, which they opened with in the trailer, and I didn't realize until I went back and rewatched it after the fact. And it's based on this novel called, I think, The Bird That Drinks Tears or something like that.
What the hell?
And it's evidently, like, known in the literature world or something. I don't know. I don't.
I'm happy for those furries that have that now, but I guess.
But I was like, man, writing books must be so easy when I learned that. Because you can just write about anything.
That's true. You technically can. You technically can.
I mean, there's some of this.
Speaking of furries, or not furries, I guess, but like Beast. There was that game made by Game Freak, all right? They're also announced that, I think. The one that's like a real game. It's not
Beast of Reincarnation.
I like Pokemon. Wait, make sure this is clear. I like Pokemon, but Pokemon games, we all know the quality is not up to like where it should be.
You want me to shatter?
This game actually looks amazing.
You want me to shatter perceptions right now?
Sure, go
that
for
title was outsourced so heavy.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a Game Freak title, but like
only a name.
Yeah. That's word on the street. I mean,
that might be good.
Okay. Sometimes I lie for attention. Okay, but like I'm pretty sure that this was heavily outsourced project. So.
Because for me, as a massive Dark Soul, like a Souls-like genre fan, I'm huge on those kinds of games. And the Beast of Reincarnation kind of looks like a Souls-like, so if Game Freak technically has nothing to do with it, maybe that's a good thing.
What do you mean? Z to A was so good though. I have a tinge of sarcasm when I say that. I actually genuinely really liked it, but like I understand people's gripes with it. I remember Game Freak put out an RPG that was like a standalone title. I feel like it was like 5 to 8 years ago that they did it. It was like, it may have been like pre-COVID or like right on the cusp, but it flopped hard, which was really sad because I wanted them to succeed, because I feel like Game Freak developers are just so sad all the time, because every year they got to crank out a new Pokemon game and they're like clocking in, and I feel bad about that for them, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's something I don't know if we've discussed it with you guys, but I've discussed it a lot before. Where I feel like they really need to like get some fresh blood in that company. Like get people who are passionate about Pokemon, because there's a lot of them, right? There's a ridiculous amount of people who are like, who would literally give up their lives to work on Pokemon, right? They would be like, "You're paying me how much? $10? Okay, let me work on this Pokemon game."
Yeah.
So like, get some of those people in there, and you have a really fantastic game. Right?
They are.
And also maybe just take a couple years off.
That too,
Yeah.
right? That too,
Like
for sure.
let it actually cook.
Right.
Nintendo like, oh God, I know way too much about the inner workings of the Pokemon Company versus Nintendo. Like, they famously hate each other. Like, they will mail things to each other's offices even though they are right next to each other in Redmond, Washington. They don't talk like ever. That's why they have like standalone Pokemon Directs, and they don't often feature a lot of things in the Directs. Anyway, Game Freak and like the Pokemon Company is so stringent. Nintendo is too, for what it's worth. Like on their IP alone, that I remember 10 years ago or something like that. There was this artist who was going on making like realistic Pokemon depictions and stuff like that, and it's like, why don't they use some of that fan initiative to incorporate it and like celebrate it? But they have this death grip on their IP to the point where they would literally sue like a local tournament for $10 just to like prove a point.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sorry, don't come for us, ninjas. I apologize. I will take it all back. I lie for attention. I already said that. So
I guess with that up
Sony.
in the air, I guess we could talk about the Nintendo Direct a little bit. We did have like a partner showcase. I'm gonna be real. I really wanted a mainline Direct, which is something we can talk about a little bit later. But was there anything in this partner showcase that got you excited? Anything you're like, yes, that's what I wanted?
No.
I just want Layton news. I want Professor Layton news.
Okay.
No one will give it to me.
Oh, actually, that one game that Shadow's really excited for looks cool. What's it
Elliot?
called?
The Elliot?
What's it
Yeah,
called?
the
The
Adventures
Millennial
of Elliot
Tales.
looks kinda
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the one game that looks cool, but like I don't remember literally anything else.
Can I come clean with you guys about something real quick?
Yeah.
Please.
Go for
Okay,
it.
so viewer, listener, for context, we're in a draft league
right.
where we draft games based on how they score, yada yada. It's like fantasy football, but for video game players. Anyway, I counterpicked Z Shadow's game, which he was really excited for, out of bitterness, because I wanted it, but also I was like, maybe it won't come out this year. And then literally a week after the draft, they're like, coming out this year, and they give like a hard date, not like a month, not a season.
Right.
With a year, just a straight up date, and my heart sank, and I was like, God damn it, why? Of all time,
man.
because like I hadn't heard anything about it. I was like, surely they're gonna do, because those teams do so much with like player feedback from demos and stuff, which is great. And
Right.
they've listed what they're changing already from the first round of feedback. Love that. I'm so cooked on that counter pick because it's gonna be fire now. Because they actually listen to their players, dude. I'm sunk. I'm screwed.
Bro, that game's gonna be a 9 out of 10.
Yes, easily.
That's good for me and Chronicos. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's great for you guys. I love that. I love that for all of you so much. But yeah, no, I was pumped about that one too. That was good. That was on my radar. Anytime the HD 2D stuff, like even the
Right.
Dragon Quest remakes.
yes,
those are.
I need to play those.
Yeah.
I need to play those as well. They've been on my wish list for a long time.
Same. I literally will buy the game and just not play because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll get to this. Other than that, I can't really like. I know they announced Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the summer. I think they announced the Oblivion remake, which came out last year, which was really successful. Resident Evil, which we already kind of knew. I don't know if there's anything exciting in here at all, to be honest. With that said, though, okay, go ahead. Is there anything you had?
The problem with a lot of like Nintendo's the big problem with their partnership showcases is a lot of, I'm gonna say most of it is also coming out on other platforms.
Right,
And
yeah.
my stance is, if there's a game that's on Nintendo and also on PlayStation, why would I ever get it for Nintendo?
I have heard that like some of the Switch 2 ports have been doing well. But I have a PC, so
I can
Yeah.
tell you all how well it's done.
yeah.
As I told you before we started this, I read the fiscal report as a Nintendo shareholder, I find this important for me to know. Also, disclosing to the audience, I am a Nintendo shareholder and shill. Their profits from last fiscal year to current was up 99%.
Jeez.
Over the prior. So, like, they doubled, essentially.
That's good.
Which is crazy. And the base Switch sales themselves have only declined by 60%. So people are still buying regular Switches.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Was wild to me. Which, in that report, they also mentioned that Fortune's Weave is still on track for a 2026 release. Fire Emblem fans.
Ooh.
And then also Splatoon Raiders, which I don't even know if we've heard anything about.
Right.
But that's a TBD, so that may not come out this year, just in case anybody wanted to know. Also, nothing about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition, which I'm sad about, but we got X, which is also cool. I'm just listing things that I want to see in the next Direct at this point.
We were about to talk about that, so that's fine. So we there are rumors going around that we are going to get a mainline Direct, like the beginning of March or something. I believe that was the leak that's coming in the beginning of March.
Yeah,
which means that it should be a mainline Direct, right? There's no way they do two partner showcase Directs back to back. There's no way Nintendo would do that to me. With that said, there's a lot of games people are looking forward to. You know, all of us being Fire Emblem Heroes players, obviously the number one, I think, for many of us is Fortune's Weave, right? Like the new Three Houses, Fodling game. And I think that, like, Nintendo 2, like you were saying, or Switch 2, I should say, is doing really well. But it does need to keep up momentum, right? And the thing is that they can't really release a new mainline Zelda game, right? It takes way too long to build one of those. So I think, like, Fortune's Weave can kind of act as, like, one of the strong games to come out for this year. Which makes me really interested to see when it actually comes out. Because we did have like a leak release date, but we don't know how reliable that really was, right? Like, could have been like one of those like accidental Walmart releases where it's not real at all.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor about Fortune's Weave that I hope is wrong.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys saw the same rumor floating around, but I read that shareholders put pressure on Nintendo to make Fortune's Weave an open world because of the success of Breath of the Wild.
No, there's no way.
I saw that rumor.
There's no way.
That same rumor equated it to Mario Kart World's success, though, also.
No.
Which,
no.
I feel like...
So I don't know if there's validity to this. I hope there isn't, because I don't want it to be open world. I just want it to be Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I call cap.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Like,
what do you do in an open world Fire Emblem game? That makes no sense. Do you like run into a random army and then start a map? Like that just seems stupid.
You
know
return things that people lost. Oblivion, obviously.
I expect, right? We kind of saw in the trailer that there's going to be like a monastery-esque area where you run around, right? Like that's guaranteed. I think they're really, really into that for some reason. I don't know why. Like
well,
I would just,
I can see how they would do it. I hate that I'm thinking about this, but in Shadows of Valentia, how you would go in a cave.
Yes.
And when you're in the cave, you run into a monster, and then when you run into the monster, that executes the fight. You go into the classic grid fight, and then once it's over, you go back to running around the cave.
Yeah. The dungeon system in Valentia was cool, though.
I liked it too, right?
I did enjoy it.
Like that.
But
I did.
I enjoyed it because it knew its place. It wasn't around for a long time. It was just around for a good time.
Yeah.
And it was like mostly side content. Like you didn't typically have to go in too many dungeons in the main line, like actual story, right?
And it was your choice to do so.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I guess if they did it that way and they were tame about it, I wouldn't hate it that much, but the idea of that scares me like vastly, right?
Yep.
Also, like, because it is, a Fodlan game, the possibility of getting like a ton of routes also kind of scares me. Like obviously Three Houses, even though it's called Three Houses, had 4 routes. And because of that, like,
can I just say thank you for including the 4th. Many people don't do that, and I appreciate you for doing that.
There's 4 routes. If you played the game, there's 4 routes.
From my perspective, there's only 2 routes, but go ahead.
The thing is, like, with that 4 routes, like, I think anyone who's like honest with themselves knows that Three House was not a complete game. There's definitely a lot of cut corners. So I'm hoping that they don't do that much. Maybe at the most 3 routes, hopefully less. even maybe 2 routes. I don't know, but like really flesh them out. That would be great. Make them very different. Unlike Three Houses, where the first half was just literally like almost copy paste, right, exactly to each other. That's what I'm hoping. But we did see in that trailer there are at least 3 central protagonists, right? So there's a good chance we're getting at least 3 routes.
Yeah. It's gonna be the Fodlan formula. Like, who are we kidding here, man?
It's too much, man. Like, I got burnt out after 2 routes. Like,
I did 3.5.
Like, I started Edelgard's route, but I got like the chapter 10 or something. I was like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. It's all the same shit.
If you didn't finish it, you didn't miss a whole lot.
I mean,
I'm not.
Edelgard fans will come after us.
I'm not throwing shade, bro. Okay, the epilogue.
I'll
was
throw
a roll
shade. Edelgard
scene.
sucks.
Crazy. I don't know. I felt there was a lot left unfinished in the Crimson route, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why obviously no hate.
Yeah. I mean, the route's 6 chapters shorter, I believe, right? So like, it's obviously very incomplete. But beside that, though, right? Like when we come to these new characters, I'm just really hoping that they take the time to make the beginning of each route different as well, right? We don't even know if there's gonna be a time skip or anything like that, but if there is, right, make them all different so that when I won't burn out as easily, right? If that's the case, I could probably play all 3 routes pretty easily if they're all very different. They all tell different stories, right? I guess like the question though is like, just from the first trailer, because that's all we have, right?
Yeah.
Who is the lead you would choose right now? Because for me it changed. Like originally I chose Claude, but then the second I saw the time skip trailer, I immediately went to Dimitri. So what team are you guys currently on?
Claude.
So I mean for Fortune's Weave, like. So it's Dietrich, Letta, or oh god, Beatrix. I don't know what her name is. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'd have to see them, but I guess if that edgy dude is a choice, it'd be him.
the Alucard.
Yeah, the teleporting Alucard.
Oh my gosh, that teleport's so cool. I don't know how like actually good that is. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe you could just walk through spaces, but it looks so cool. I don't care. Like it's so dope.
Even at the very least, it could have usefulness by just going over a wall or something.
Right. That's true. But yeah, Chris, I'm also on the edgy. I mean, that's just like my taste, right? So Dietrich's definitely it.
Same. Yeah.
Theodora. I'm sorry, it's not Beatrix. It's Theodora, who's like the war girl, like Empress character.
I am still Team Lita.
Okay.
From the perspective that her character is very... It gives me very Primrose from Octopath 1 vibe. Right. And I genuinely enjoyed that story arc that went through. Like, that was really good writing. I don't think it will compare, personally. But for now, that's the vibe I get, and I'm happy about that. Ultimately, did I tell you guys my theory on what do you guys have ideas of what Fortune's Weave is going to be about, like the direction?
Well, they talked about like the heroic games or whatever, but I just hope that's like a pretext for everybody to get together and it's not the actual narrative, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like when Three Houses was coming out, they were talking about their game or whatever it was called, right? Their like little mock battle, and then it turned into a war.
I have a hunch. I'm gonna share with you guys my theory that involves intrigue in real world politics. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think Intelligent Systems has boxed themselves into a corner known as Fodlan fatigue, and to get themselves out of it, they are going to retcon the events of Three Houses through Fortune's Weave. It's a prequel sequel.
Okay.
And throughout the story, there may be multiple routes, but you're going to come to one decisive conclusion that will reveal the canon ending of Three Houses in the future.
Huh. That'd be interesting.
Thus settling the debate and causing the community to implode.
I'm personally on Team Prequel at the moment. That's where I'm currently at. So I don't really think they'll canonize anything. I think this will all take place before things happen, essentially.
I think Sothis sent us back.
I mean, maybe. It's possible.
Dude. Do you remember the statue of the dude holding Sothis' head in the
Yes.
trailer?
Yes.
That's hardcore. So I think
I love that kind of stuff.
I think we have to like go back in time to like prevent the slaughter or something. I don't know. They're gonna retcon 3 houses essentially. That's where my head is.
Okay. Interesting.
What do you mean? I don't get a fail nut?
No.
But I have to kill somebody to get the fail nut.
Dang.
I need your bones.
No fun for anyone anymore.
True.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to that game obviously a ton. I think other than that though, like I think for sure it's the 40th anniversary. Oh god, speaking of being old, holy crap,
Yup.
of Zelda.
Yup.
But like I said, I don't think we're getting a new Zelda game. We just got Tears of the Kingdom a couple years ago, and we got the Zelda game. I can't think of it. Something Wisdom. Not too long ago as well.
The like puzzle game.
Echoes of Wisdom, I think it is.
Where you
So
play
I think
as
what we're
Zelda.
getting this year, I think, is we're finally going to get the HD ports of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess finally to Switch 2, which for me I'm very excited about. But I can understand how other people might not be as excited.
Brother, I love me some Twilight Princess.
Yes. I've beaten that game like 5 times at least. Like I've beaten that game so many times.
Yeah, it's my favorite Zelda. I don't know if that's like a popular opinion or not, but I love Twilight Princess.
That's edgy. I like that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So you know that demographic of people that complained about Wind Waker being too childish, and then everyone gets mad at them like, Wind Waker's great. You don't know what you're talking about. Too childish.
Oh, yeah.
I was that demographic. I was the edgy 12, 13-year-old screaming at Nintendo that I didn't want Link to be like a cartoon, essentially. Now, Wind Waker's a good game. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a great game. But Twilight Princess, the second I saw the trailer for that, I literally lost my marbles. Like, I went nuts. I remember watching on my big screen TV while G4 showed the E3 trailer for Twilight Princess. That's how old I am. And I literally lost it because that was everything I wanted so much. And so that game means a lot to me. It's not my favorite Zelda game, but it's very high up there. Like, definitely.
Yeah, we may have been separated at birth because I had a very similar reaction. To this day, I haven't played Wind Waker. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
Whenever I get a Switch 2 and there is like an HD port or a remaster or whatever, I will absolutely like finally play Wind Waker.
And you'll get the better experience too, because you don't have to deal with all the nonsense. Because like OG Wind Waker, you were in that ocean for a long time. In the remakes, you get like a sail that makes you go faster, like way faster.
Oh,
So
baby.
like it'll be a lot more convenient for you. I think they also fixed like the area with the Triforce, if I remember correctly, where the Triforce is way easier to get. Because that was nonsense as a kid. But either way, I think that'd be cool.
Can I throw a Zelda curveball at you guys?
Oh god. Oh, okay, go for it.
Skyward Sword remake utilizing the Switch 2 mouse scroller function
Interesting.
to draw a bow.
A lot of people that I grew up with did not care for Skyward Sword, but I liked it a lot.
Really?
Oh my god, I love Skyward Sword. Chronicos.
Dude,
the story's amazing. Like,
are there
the
3
forging
people
of the
on this
Master
pod
Sword?
right now? Or is it just me and one person? Because you guys are like the same. That's great.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I love Skyward Sword. I think it's so underrated. I never had any
it
real problems.
is. It's so
with
underrated.
The motion controls, yeah, they're kind of gimmicky, but I never had a problem with them. Like they were fine.
I think
And-
that's the main complaint a lot of people that I knew
Right.
had with the game. They hated the motion controls. I was like, I'm here sitting by myself. I'm like, I don't know. I think they're fun. I think they're cool.
Right? Yeah.
I'm just like this stupid little 16-year-old teenager sitting in my room, moving like my dad would come in like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm playing Zelda.
Yeah, like you said, though, that game, like literally, Skyward Sword is the first game in the timeline. It has an amazing story. It creates so much lore, right? It recontextualizes so much stuff. The story of like Zelda and Link's relationship at the time was the best we ever had. I think Breath of the Wild kind of like beat that now, but like at the time, it was super super good. And then also like Impa, oh my god, Chef Kiss. Impa is such a great character in that game too. Like that game's phenomenal. I think it's so underrated. It's so hated for literally no reason.
Is.
And I think like if we could get a remake, well, we kind of did get an HD port, right? So I guess I don't know. One day people will finally understand how good Skyward Sword is, and they will finally get like the love it deserves.
I think we're just living in a world where people might just be too afraid to say that Ocarina of Time isn't their favorite. and they just don't want to experience other cool things.
I mean, Ocarina of Time is a great game. It's one of my favorites too. But
It is.
Like, that doesn't mean that Skyward Sword can't be amazing too. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, for me, like I said, my unpopular opinion, like Wind Waker is like the lesser of the games for me personally. Like, when I was playing, Ocarina of Time was my first Zelda game, and it was God tier. We get Majora's Mask, and it's like so dark and gritty. I'm like 9 or 10. I just like am freaking out. I'm scared. I'm horrified. It literally, I don't know how much I can explain how much that game did for me. Then we get Wind Waker, and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what is this game? And we go to Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. I love both those games as well. So, like, you know.
I mean, as much as I like Ocarina of Time, I've always preferred Majora's Mask as well. And everybody's always surprised when I say that. I was like, I don't know, man. I prefer edgy shit.
I love Ocarina. I love both of them. I love both of them.
Yeah, I do too, but if I had to choose one over the other, it's going to be Majora's Mask every time.
Okay, here's my hot take. Oh god, let's see if people get mad at me for this. I think Tears of the Kingdom is one of the worst Zelda games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a hot take. I have also never played any of those games. I didn't play Breath of the Wild, and I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom.
I think Breath of the Wild is amazing. I loved Breath of the Wild. It really gave me that feeling I had when I first played Ocarina of Time. But like the world and just like being able to explore and do everything like it felt like it did when I played Ocarina of Time for the first time. Tears of the Kingdom, to me, felt like a Lego game. Like, it felt like a recycled Breath of the Wild world, a recycled story in many ways. Like, technically the story is different, but the way they tell the story is the same for no reason. They didn't have to do it that way. And then you spend so much time, they're just trying to make you play with their physics engine. They're like, play with our Legos that we spent 5 years making. And I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make a flying helicopter. I wanted to play as Link with a sword and a shield and a bow and arrow and go kill things and explore and do that. But like, the game really does not want you to do that. Like, it really wants you to just build stuff. And I didn't enjoy that in the slightest, to be honest. Like, the ending, don't get me wrong, the ending of that game is phenomenal. The final boss is one of the best final bosses ever. Like, I was crying like a bitch at the end. Absolutely. But like, it's just the rest of the game just was not it for me.
You know what? The building kind of put me off. Okay. To clarify my position on this, I love the Breath of the Wild series, both games. Big. I had a lot of anticipation for Tears of the Kingdom when we went in. I liked all the lore deep diving that we did. It also brought back Jeremy Lee and Chris Hackney in the game as well.
Right.
Because I was like, ooh, Fire Emblem 3 Houses characters again. But I think the thing about the building, and I'm with you on this, Oblivion, I didn't really care for the building. It kind of, like, I missed the champion power-ups to, like, explore and get through things. And I felt like the building, which granted, you had, like, a whole sky area, you had a whole below area, and then you had, like...
I mean, kinda, right?
You know, but, like, it kind of made any other power-up kind of arbitrary. And exploring didn't feel as earned anymore. Because you could literally just go snag a template somewhere and, like, have a Land Rover in seconds. And then that was it. And you just did the thing. And you could all, like, the creativity around killing a lot of, like, overworld bosses, though,
was cool.
That was interesting, admittedly. But I don't know. It felt... It didn't feel as earned when I was playing it. If you went through the I forget what they're called, but it was the Breath of the Wild DLC, the Hero Trials, stages, floors thing. You felt like you earned that shit when you got through it.
Right.
And I just never had that same sense of accomplishment when I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. I still loved it. But like in terms of the two, if I got to pick one to like tell somebody like, hey, from this particular Zelda cutout, I'm telling them to play Breath of the Wild 100%.
Same. Yeah, I agree. I had a lot of the same feelings too. I think the other problem I had was like they really hyped up the sky and the underground, or like the sky, I guess mostly, right? The sky just does not have a lot in it. There's like 6 or 7 islands maybe, and then the underground is massive but super annoying because it just tells you to build. It's like you can't touch the ground, you can't see. Just build an SUV with high like beams or like a helicopter or something, right? I really did not enjoy the underground at all, right? It was just so rough for me. So, and the other thing is the temples. Like, I mean, this is like the most common thing you're going to hear, but the OG Zelda games, the temples were such like monumental key pieces to the game, and they felt so significant, and they felt like they just did so much for the world. And getting those items that let you complete the dungeon felt so good, especially in a lot of games. And I think like Tears of the Kingdom, like obviously Breath of the Wild definitely missed the mark there, but Tears of the Kingdom was supposed to fix it to an extent, and those dungeons just were not it. Like I think the best dungeon was like the Lightning Dungeon, which was kind of creative, but the other dungeons you could just cheese. Like you didn't even have to like even like use the mechanics. You could just cheese it like so easily. It felt really underwhelming.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate the diversity. You could solve things through the building, but at the same time, it's like there were scenarios it was way too OP.
Right.
And you could, which I'm sure speedrunners love being able to just clear stuff in an instant. But like, if you really want to go in and like earn your time in a game, it didn't feel like it was as possible there. It's kind of like how if you play a Pokemon game, you impose like Nuzlocke rules on yourself to like make it harder or like get a different experience out of it. I feel like you'd have to do that with the building aspect to just like avoid anything being like too easy, unless you're going like underground, stuff like that. Not building in the underground would be a hilarious challenge that I would watch but never like commit to doing myself.
Oh my gosh! I did that because I didn't want to build, so I just ran around with the little light plants, and I would just throw light plants to the ground to make like a trail, and it was miserable. I do not recommend it. It was absolutely miserable. But I hated building. I did not want to build ever. Like if I could avoid building, I would do it. Oh man, yeah, Zelda. Is there any other thing else like we're looking forward to in the mainline direct? Like, is there a chance of a new Mario game or something else possibly? Some game I've forgotten about maybe that they've announced?
Well, I mean, it is the Mario anniversary too. I think
right.
This is everything.
The movie.
We're in like that middle of the decade era where everything's on like a 30 or 40 year anniversary now.
Right.
Because everything came out in the mid 80s. Or 90s, and so
right.
Mario's going through that. They just announced the Hello Mario thing, which is like for babies.
What's
I'm
that?
genuinely not kidding.
What?
It's like,
what does it do?
It's like introduce your toddler to Mario. It's like a toddler line of Mario stuff.
Oh gosh!
Like they have an app where you can like manipulate Mario's face, like the Nintendo 64 start screen.
Oh,
like all kinds of stuff. I sent my wife the video and I was like, I'm ready to have a child now because like this is here and I'm prepared.
Nintendo's asking Nintendo parents to groom their children.
Oh man!
Yeah, legit. They start the pipeline early, bro. You learn who Mario is now.
That's funny.
But like they just dropped that this morning.
Oh wow!
There's a new Yoshi game coming out at some point. I think in the spring. The book. We've seen it in like one direct, like from last year, I think. And not that Yoshi's on the anniversary this year necessarily, but I assume they're gonna do like a big Zelda remake at some point this year because the movie is also a thing.
Oh right.
And then they're like upgrading the Mario Wonder game to like also be Mario Party Lite in some aspect. So that's coming out at some point.
Interesting.
I don't know, man. Like I started off the year where I was like, it's gonna be a slow year for games, and it's just not.
Nope.
Now
there's so much.
It's everything all at once, everywhere.
That's how it is every year. It's like there's a lull, and you feel like nothing's happening and nothing's coming, and then a month goes by, and you're like, where did all of these games come from?
Yeah, and then like. On top of all the stuff you expect, there's like breakouts like Expedition 33 that just take over your entire identity. Not speaking from experience on this. That you never saw coming. And it's like, God, it's February. We got 10 more months of this.
Yep.
Oh, man.
What's going to happen?
Yep.
But no, I don't. Like I said, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition is not out yet. Neither is Professor Layton. I'm sad. Mostly because I want those things and they're not letting me have those things. So there will be a new Pokemon game this year too, I think though.
Oh, that's a given. God. There'll always be
just what we needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't.
Right.
For me, I think with regards to what my expectations are for Nintendo, something I've been wanting every year that I never mention because I feel like it's a game that no one knows, but it's popular. I think it's popular in Japan. I mean, it has to be. They just remastered the Bait and Kato's games for Switch.
Oh, yes.
You can get them on Switch
Yeah,
One.
Bonnie Cottage, yeah.
I really want there to be like another entry in the Bait and Kato's game because I fucking love that. I grew up with that game and it's one of my favorite. It's on my top 10 list of games that they're just my favorite.
Okay.
Specifically Origins. I liked Origins a lot more than Eternal Winds in a Lost Ocean.
I didn't play those, but I've seen people play them. My friends had it. I was more like a Tales player, right? Which I know you also played, but I was like super deep into Tales of Symphonia, stuff like that.
Yep.
Personally, I know that they're doing a remake of Berseria for Tales. I don't know if that's coming out on Nintendo though or not.
That's coming out this month. That's
Is
coming
it
out this
really?
month, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, at
man.
the end of this month.
Oh my gosh.
It's out. I think it's actually out just a couple of days before RE9.
No, my gosh, too many games. Too many.
Yeah. And then they got to do my crackpot theory. Well, not the crackpot theory, but my hope is that the reason they did Berseria first is because it's a prequel to Zestiria, and then the next remake will be Zestiria.
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave you on that one. I'm not I played Zestiria. I wasn't the biggest fan. It was okay.
Yeah, that's where you and I differ. Zestiria is my favorite Tales game. I loved it so much.
Ooh, okay. Mine's Abyss, but Symphonia is like a very, very, very close second.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Any Vesperia fans out there? No, just me. Okay, that's fine. No, it's.
I played it twice.
No, it's fine.
I've played it twice, but
it's fine.
It's not my favorite by any means.
I love it because I took a chance on it. I went into a Best Buy one time.
Oh.
And it was in the clearance bin for $5 on Xbox 360, and I bought it. And I loved it. I was like, this is the best $5 game I've ever played in my life.
$5, hey, that's a steal.
Right?
Is, yeah.
I'm saying they do. I'm pretty sure the remake for Berseria is coming out on Switch too.
Okay.
But I think I have it pre-ordered. But they also have Arise coming out too. There's like an
I
enhanced
didn't finish
something.
Arise. I wasn't. I got halfway through. I wasn't the biggest fan of the narrative, personally.
I mean, it's not hard to please me. As I say many times, I just like to like things, but
Right.
I recognize that Arise is more generic when it comes to storytelling and stuff like that. But I did enjoy, for what it is. I did enjoy it.
Okay. I got like halfway through, and I was kind of like, I wasn't feeling it, so I kind of just put it down. I could probably go back and play it, but I have so many other games to play. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'd rather play Berseria again before playing that probably.
You know what? Honestly, same. I had fun with Arise. I put my 100 hours into it. I had a lot of fun, but I don't know that I'd ever replay it. And I've replayed a lot of Tales games.
Not
games like that.
Not Tales adjacent, but another RPG series that's been around since the dawn of time. Trails has.
I've heard of Trails.
The 2
Trails in the Sky.
Part 2 coming out remake this year also.
Okay.
Is that a good point to start playing? Like if I've never played Trails, was that the game I pick up?
No.
Okay.
I have not, to be clear, I've not played any of the Trails games. They are on my backlog this year, and I'm starting with God, I don't even know the name of it, but I have a friend, Conrad, who is Kaijusri, if anybody knows.
Right.
Shout out. But he was Trails guy, and was like, no, you got to start at the beginning. It's really important that you start at the beginning. I was like, brother, that's 30 years of games. And it's all one continuing narrative.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like me. Like that's the type of games I like.
Yeah.
I love things like that.
It's the One Piece of video games.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. It is literally one 30-year story arc that all connect. Like it just picks up one game after the other.
That's crazy.
But I did.
Holy shit. How many games are there?
There's like, I want to say almost 30.
Fuck.
Oh.
There's a lot.
Oh man.
But I whittled him down, and I was like, hey, if I was gonna start in like the new era, knowing that I would lose a lot of context to like 25 years prior to like what was going on, Could I start with I don't know this game? And I asked him, and I think it was Trails into the Sky. I want to say I'm searching for it right now. In my
Dude, that's wild though. Like,
my
as an adult, how do you find time to play 30, 60-hour games?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Just don't sleep.
I don't like. I'm not old, but like, I don't have that much time left on Earth. You know what I mean? Like in that context.
I was thinking more like we're adults with careers and we don't have time to play games like that anymore. But
Also true.
What I'll do is just instead of watching One Piece again for like the 20th time, I'll just play that. It's fine. Yeah.
Wait, whoa! You've rewatched One Piece?
I've
That's
rewatched One
dedication.
Piece like 6 times, and I've read the manga like 7 times.
That's awesome.
I am like
That is dedication.
the hardest
Holy.
core One Piece fan ever.
I'm also starting to watch that this year.
No way, really?
I'm gonna watch
Oh,
every
really?
episode of One Piece and do a
Oh my
TikTok
God.
for every episode review. Yeah, that's my plan.
Bro, I'm so ready. You have no. I have one of my members. I got one of my members watching One Piece. He tells me about his episodes every day. I got Joel, one of our other Fire Emblem Heroes content creator guys. Got him on the One Piece. I got DTM on the One Piece. He quit. I'm not gonna forgive him for that. Anyway, but I am like the missionary of One Piece. I am so ready to get people to watch this. Like it's just so. It's so good.
How does
God's
Joel
work.
have time for this? Does he not have a child?
He does. Okay, this is
Joel
this is
just
the
doesn't
problem.
sleep.
This is the problem. So many people think they see One Piece and they're like, "That's too long. I can never watch One Piece." That is not how you go to One Piece. Just watch it when you eat.
Just watch an
it
episode
when
a
you're
day, man.
bored. And you have 1 or 2 episodes a day, like when you're eating or something, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like, "Why did I watch 20 episodes in a row? Oops." Like that's what's gonna happen. Like it happens.
You'll get to a certain arc and you just won't want to stop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but never think about catching up to One Piece. That's actually the worst thing you can do, because once you catch up to One Piece, there's no more One Piece to watch. You have to wait per week, and it's
I need
literally
to catch
painful.
up.
It's
I need to
literally
catch
painful.
up to One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm like I got every time I get caught up, I go through these stints where I'll just watch it for a month straight, and then I'll stop for years. Like I'm currently like 100 episodes behind, and then
Okay.
I'll get caught up again, and then I'll just stop watching it again, and then I'll need to catch up again, and then I'll.
Also, One Piece is going seasonal in 2 different ways. First of all, technically, all 1,100 and whatever episodes is 1 season technically.
How is that one season?
Because that's where they ended. It's now going seasonal, so we're gonna get like a season per year or whatever.
Bro, how
then
many discs? How many discs are going to be in that box set?
A lot. A lot.
Holy shit!
But then also Netflix is remaking One Piece too. So like if you're a new One Piece viewer, you could wait for that possibly, and then you'll get a new HD, more condensed One Piece, and it will be seasonal, so it's much more easy to keep up with.
It's like One Piece abridged. No?
Well, essentially, kind of.
Don't they just
but
cut
like,
filler or something?
They cut filler in like the padding that
Yeah.
One Piece has, because One Piece has gone for so long that they have to add padding so that it doesn't catch up to the manga essentially.
Okay.
So they'll just cut all that, and it will just be pure manga animated right into your veins. So like,
Okay, I have a callback real quick, and then a question for you furthering the One Piece discussion.
sure.
First,
Yeah.
Trails Through Daybreak is the starting point.
That's the game. Okay.
I looked it up.
Is that the first game though, or is that like the game you're gonna start at?
That's what I'm starting at. At
Okay.
Conrad's displeasure of me breaking tradition of playing 30 games straight.
Is there like a remake though, like of the first game, like a DS remake, or like something like that, where it's just not Nintendo or like Super Nintendo, where I'm gonna be in pain?
Like the very first one, yeah. It came out
Yes.
last year.
Oh, okay. I'll just play that then.
And then the second one's coming out at the end of this
Oh.
year, I think.
Oh, then I'm good.
And
I'll
it's
just do
like
that.
they kept all of like the bugginess of it also. So like it's a true
Oh.
it's like an HD
good?
port or something. I don't
Is
know.
that a good thing or
Holy
is that
shit.
bad?
No, no,
Wait.
it's okay. So like when I say that, I mean they kept a very stern attention to detail to the point where like
Okay.
NPCs remember conversations with you and grow up and shit when you come back 10 years later, like 5 games after the fact.
What the fuck?
Like
That
it's
sounds so cool.
It's crazy.
That sounds so cool.
These guys
sounds dope.
like making games. You know how I was like Pokemon? I feel like they don't
Right.
like making games anymore. The people that make the Trails games love making video games. Like
I
genuinely.
might have to
Dude,
check
what-
that out. I might have to
What a
check that out.
pitch! What a pitch that had to be to shareholders. Like, listen, we have 30 years worth of games. We're just going to remake all 30 of them. And we're good for the next 30 years. We just have a 30-year roadmap. Give us your money.
Man. I mean,
yeah.
you literally have a team that just remakes games, and then you have another team that's making the new game. Like, that would work. That would make so much money.
The remakes are being done by, like, the original dev stuff. Like, they have full... I think... I may be lying for attention, because spreading misinformation is fun, but I'm pretty sure they, like... It's, like, still the same control of, like, the same developer company thing they're doing this.
Oh, okay.
And NIS is also doing the, like, localization of it, which their online store is a little wonky, but, like, they do a good job of at least managing that. Yes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm sure someone at some point in comments of this episode, they're going to be like, actually...
Correct us. Yeah. It's fine.
Which I welcome that, because I don't know anything about Trails. I want to, but there's 30 years of baggage that I don't have time to get through. And then I was gonna ask you about the One Piece Netflix live action. How you felt about that?
Okay, so there's two aspects.
Okay.
I think it's a really good avenue to get normies into One Piece, right? Like,
I can show this. Purpose.
I can show this to my mom or something, who doesn't. She's watched one anime in her entire life, and it was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah,
that was it.
Based.
She's never watched anything else. She has no interest in anime, right? I could get her to watch this, and she can enjoy it. With that said, it is not a 1-for-1 to the anime and manga. The anime and manga in One Piece is so wacky. It's definitely like an absurdist title if you know anything about like English books and stuff like that. Like, it's an absurdist title, and they don't capture all of that in the live action, because they really can't. It would just be too weird.
Yeah.
And then also, Luffy is much more good guy coded in the live action so far in the first season than he is in the manga. Where in the manga he's much more like a force of nature. Where like Luffy's like, I'm gonna do what I want. I don't care. I'll punch a woman if she hits me in the face, right? Like he is not. He is gender equality, right? In the live action, he's much more like, I'm a good guy. I'm gonna do good things. You know what I mean? Like, so they kind of miss some of the nuance, I would say. Okay. I think it's like a solid like 7.5 out of 10. Like, it's definitely enjoyable, but it's not perfect, right?
Okay, I will second your comment about the normie pipeline. The gateway, if you will.
Right.
Because my wife watched it and she liked it.
Good.
And she's hyped for season 2. She wants to rewatch season 1.
That's cool.
Yes. There's these girls I watch who do reactions, and they started off by watching live action, and they're like, we're only going to watch live action. We're going to wait for season 2. We're not going to watch the anime. Like, literally the day after they finished last episode of live action, like, we're starting the anime. We can't wait. So, like, it's a really good on-ramp for people to get into One Piece, which I think is the whole point of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely that's kind of the plan, I guess. They have a lot of things. They're really pushing a lot of One Piece because supposedly it's going to end. I'll believe it when I see it. But supposedly it's going to end, and, you know, I feel like a lot of people... I feel like the biggest thing in the world... This sounds so hyperbolic. It is hyperbolic. But I feel like so many people are going to miss out on that chance to experience this, like, worldwide phenomenon of everybody learning what the One Piece is at the same time. And, like, I can't imagine, like, being someone 10 years from now and getting the One Piece spoiled for me. Like, that would just be such a, like, oh my gosh, that would just suck. So, like, I think getting to experience that, being online that day when One Piece is actually revealed, is going to be, like, one of the most phenomenal things, like, in media, essentially.
Dude, people are going to take off work for that. You're just, like...
I'm taking off work.
Stores are going to be empty. No one's coming into the office. Like, the world's...
I'm going to call in sick for, like, a week.
If there was an event that would shut the world down again, that was not, like, a global pandemic or whatever, I think it would be, like, the conclusion of One Piece.
I think it's possible.
Genuinely.
It's definitely going to be big. Like, definitely in the nerd culture, like, it's going to be massive.
Well,
like,
dude, they have, like, One Piece nights at, like, basketball and baseball games and stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, it's mainstream. It's crazy.
And if you've ever been to Japan, like, One Piece is literally everywhere. If you've never been to Japan, it's kind of hard to explain how big it is. But you can literally, like, go to a drugstore and you're going to find One Piece merchandise. You can go to a 7-Eleven, there's going to be One Piece merchandise. You can go to a mom and dad shop and there's going to be One Piece merchandise. Like, It's literally everywhere. Like it's so universally culture-wise over there. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listeners,
With that said, I guess
we get to 10,000 subscribers. We will go to Japan, and we will buy One Piece stuff.
I mean, I've been there twice. I'm down to go with their
Oblivion will be our guide.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Japan's awesome. It's so much fun. Speaking of that, I guess we should probably move on to some other subjects as well. Is there anything else in the Nintendo Direct like you could hope for, like maybe some crazy speculation or anything like that, or you guys ready?
Tellius remake.
Oh.
We just skip FE4. We skip FE4. We skip FE6 and 7. We don't need those. We just go straight to Tellius. I mean, I'd be down, but I highly doubt it. But you never know. If they do the Wii on the Virtual Console, we could get Radiant Dawn, which would be nice.
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
Dude, I bought the Virtual Boy accessory.
Why?
Because I never got to experience one because I was too old by that point. Or
wasn't it just like
young.
Headaches and like pain? Like why?
Yeah, it was awful.
Everything.
It was awful. But like the commercial sold it so well. I'm like, surely this won't give me a migraine, right?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want it, because I was like, everything I've heard from it was just like bad. So
I'll try it out. I'll report back in on the next episode. I'll let you all know.
Okay.
But we're
like
get a
Shinpei
power
Yokoi's like one miss in like life.
If my point being, if they're gonna bring back the Virtual Boy of all things and then sell like a physical accessory for it, they're definitely getting the Wii Virtual Console. That'd be crazy. If not,
right? Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Oh man. Okay, with that said, let's move on to our next like little area of this podcast. Let's talk about some gacha games, because we all play gacha games. We kind of all, I guess we didn't all start in Fire Emblem Heroes, but we all play Fire Emblem Heroes, right? We all make content on that. But let's talk about a different gacha game, because we just had like a big drop of Honkai Star Rail 4.0. KCB just finished it today.
I did.
So I think all of us have. I don't know what KCB's opinions are, but I've talked to Crockers a little bit about this. So, like,
God,
KCB, fresh off the HSR 4.0, what are you thinking? How are you feeling about HSR 4.0? Is this, like, what you wanted? Is this, like, how are you feeling?
Dude, okay. So, I've been holding this in all day. Because, like, the first thing Chronicos did in our group chat was ask me, what do you think? And I'm like, I got to say it for the podcast. Because that reaction is so genuine. Bro, we're so freaking back. I love 4.0.
Okay.
Let's go.
I think, Krokos, you feel the same way, right?
Bro, I'm just elated to learn that KCB still plays HSR.
I've never not logged in for what it's worth.
Okay, good.
Fair.
That's awesome.
No, it feels like a really good blend of like Penacony and Bellabog is how I would describe it. Which were two like really good arcs for me. I know a lot of people don't like Penacony, which is like crazy. But I'm also very like, I really love the Vegas aesthetic of like, you know, Casino Royale type stuff. So that was kind of like up my alley. But this felt very similar. But like, okay, admittedly, Black Swan. Oh, I guess I should spoilers for anybody who hasn't done it yet.
Right.
But it's been out for like
spoilers for 4.0.
Yeah, we'll try and timestamp it or something, unless you're listening. In which case, yeah, I don't know what to do for you. But like you open and Black Swan immediately leaves, and I'm like, damn, this is the worst update of all time. Because that's my girl. We've been through some shit together, and then she just dips, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. But then we get like Himiko lore, which is something that we've been lacking, I think.
Yes.
Which is cool. And I've always wondered why her and the red-haired guy who like doesn't talk anymore because they don't get voice lines ever. The knight guy, I can't remember his name.
Oh, Argenti,
yeah. Why they have like similar outfits? I was like, are they from the same place? Like, what's going on here?
Maybe they're siblings.
But then we get like Plain Arcadia, which is like good, I think. I want to preface this. I had no context going in. I did not watch the live stream.
Oh,
I knew nothing. I saw pictures of like different Sparkle, and I was like, okay, why are we remaking Sparkle? And then also these other characters. Why is Boot Hill here but like shiny? Like, what's going on? I don't think it's Boot Hill. I'm pretty sure it's not Boot Hill still.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Somebody different.
Yeah. His name is Ash Vale.
And I think genuinely, I enjoyed it more, not knowing anything going in because I had no like preconceived notions. Not to say that you shouldn't watch your favorite content creators reacting to everything, because that's very important, and don't stop doing that, please. For the love of God, don't stop doing that. But I think HSR is at its best when it's able to do like really zany writing that's just in this over the top atmosphere. And I think the thing that really put me off with Amphorius is like, while it was like really good writing and lore drops and stuff, it was presented in like the worst way possible, where everything took so long to get out, and then everybody just dies afterwards, and it's always depressing. And that's not good.
I wanted them to stay dead, personally.
It's like Star Rail is at its best when it's like quirky, caked in like just disaster, which is kind of what it is. There's always this thing that gets overcome, but like the journey to get there is kind of like lighthearted and quirky. Like even in the Bellabog, when like you saw the wanted posters and they were drawn like comically, like little bouts of humor like that. Random freaking The Shining references thrown into Hotel, like stuff like that.
Yes, yeah.
And Amphorius didn't really have that, and it put me off. And I'm like a big like ancient mythos guy. So I was like, oh, this will be great. And it just was not.
No.
But I have a lot of hope for Planet Arcadia, because it feels like there's a lot going on. Like, if you go back and watch the Sparkle like debut trailer now, her whole story makes so much more sense and in the light of day based on what you learn about Sprexy and all of that. And it's like this weird like fourth person wall breaking like expose on like what happens when VTubers lose their sense of self, and are they the actual person anymore, or is the VTuber the real version of the person because that's what people see and that's what they like. And it was like, Jesus, this is too meta for me. I'm feeling attacked right now. But it was good. It was good writing, and the pacing I think felt good. I think it took me like 7 hours to get through, I want to say. I don't really remember. I wasn't clocking it. But there were a couple slow parts, I think. Namely, anything to do with like the little tabloid raccoon dudes.
Right. Oh my god.
That was a little slow. And then the Ting Yun part. With the boss and stuff like that. But like, bro, again, we're in spoiler territory, okay? They killed off Scott, bro. Fuck that guy. I hate Scott. Get him out of there.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
Scott with a K. Fuck you.
Oh my gosh.
It's all the swearing I'll do now. But no, I genuinely I was like, okay, we're coming back to form. This feels better. This feels like Bellabog again a little bit in like a jazzed up world. A lot more to do. And the dice game is fire.
I'm not the biggest fan.
I really like the card and dice game. And I'm gonna stop talking.
I actually think
now.
it's okay.
Because I've said so much, but I'm glad that like we're learning more about Himiko in particular, because I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of that. And also, please give Welt a voice, for the love of God. What are we doing, Mario? Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm listening. I'm on listening ears.
Oh man. How do I see? I really hate Sparkle. Like, I despise Sparkle.
Yeah.
So
awful.
The whole part with Sparkle and Sparksy, I'm not gonna even lie, I was like half zoned out. So you tell me all this stuff, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's what they're talking about now. Because I was completely like, oh my god, please let this end. Like, pretty much. But I really love the lore aspects, right? The IPCs, like inner goings with Pearl was really interesting to me. I liked the part with Ting Yun, was really cool. Ashvale was a really interesting character to me as well. And then also the Himiko lore was so, like, the beginning of that Himiko lore, where she opens the door and it was disturbing for a second. I was like, ooh, I like this. This is good. We need to keep doing this, right? So I really did enjoy that. I do think that mention of like Penacony and Bellabog, I definitely can see that now. Personally, I was really hyped for Amphorius because I like that kind of aesthetic and I like the more dark, gritty stories. But I think Amphorius, the storytelling was just so rough. Like, it was just exposition dump after exposition dump. Walk from one character, they exposition dump, the next one, exposition dump. And then the ending where everything is, a giant computer simulation. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I mean, that does not work for me. So I think this is a really strong start. I think this is as strong as a start as Penacony had for me, at least, which is good because I think. But I really enjoyed Penacony until the end-ish, I would say. Like, what killed Penacony for me was the fact that everybody came back to life, right? They killed off, like, 4 characters, and then they all magically came back. And I was like, okay, like, you couldn't kill off one character at least, you know what I mean? Like, not one person could stay dead. So that kind of definitely left me with a sour taste in my mouth with Penacony. So we'll see if they do that again, because they do love to do fake-out kills in this game a lot. But, I do have high hopes for it. I'm not the biggest fan of the dice game, like I mentioned. I pretty much just use Acheron, and I just roll all 4s, and I use a Brave Attack, and they die. And then GG. So, it's okay. But I do think this has some potential. And I'm hoping that the gimmick for this world, which is Elation, is either actually fun, or it's so, like, whatever, I can just skip it completely and just pull all on Himiko and make Himiko a god.
I like that. I support you in your decision to do that. I am also rebuilding Himiko for that same reason. Dude,
We're getting a new Himiko.
I also had, like, I pulled, like, maybe 3 characters from Amphorius. So, like, clearing content was awful.
Rough, yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
And thank God they, like, buffed Jingliu, and now they've buffed Black Swan too. So, like, yeah, I got that going for me at least. But, like, God, it was terrible. I don't know whether, like, the Elation gameplay itself, because I also just did the Erudition game mode thing.
Pure Fiction.
Yeah, Pure Fiction.
Right. Yeah.
They had, like, the Elation buffs and stuff like that. It feels better, I think, even though there's literally one Elation character right now. But it feels better, I think. So
We'll have to see. I know that, like, Sparkle or Sparksy are going to be, like, main units in those teams, and I'm, like, super not down for that. So I'm going to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But our local HSR whale, Chronicos, how are you feeling?
I love it. I love it. It makes me so happy to hear KCB say the words that we're so back. I don't know that we are. I don't know if Planet Cardia is going to be that. But I am very much enjoying what it is. Like, okay, when it comes to the story, I wish I paid attention, but look, the skip button is a hell of a drug. And I've been experiencing, ever since they implemented that button, I've been experiencing HSR story on summaries and vibes. So what I know about the story is just context clues at this point, and then there's a member in Oblivion's chat who is a good friend of mine that I know from KCB's old Discord, Sensation, and she knows the lore inside and out, and whenever I feel lost, she fills me in, and that works for me, you know. I mean, as a gamer, I mean, you guys will resonate with this. There's so many games to play. I don't want to spend fucking 10 hours doing a story mode or a story quest in a gacha game. You know what I mean? Like every single month there's an update and I got to spend 10, 12 hours of my life. Nah, I'm good, dude. I'm going to utilize the skip button because that's what it was made for. Which is
my hot take. I think they should break like all these like big games, even Wuthering Waves, which I'm sure we'll talk about at some point too.
Yeah.
Every time they introduce a new patch with a big story, I'm like, break it up in halvesies. Do the first half, leave it on a cliffhanger for the first 3 weeks, introduce a new character on, Banner Phase 2, introduce second part of the story. Because, like...
That'd be good.
I don't know that anybody has... And they, like, lock events and stuff behind it, too.
That would torture me.
Would it really?
Yes. I live for story.
So you just
that's why I like Genshin so much.
When it comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I just sit there I will take my day and I will just sit there like I am playing this story all day until my eyes bleed. And I'm going to just like eat it. Like I love it. Now, Amphorius was not that. Amphorius was like that for the first, 4 patches or something like that. and it was just painful. So when they add that skip button, you better believe I hit that skip button. I just went to Ashikai's videos and I was like, "Tell me what happened." Okay, cool, thank you. Like, that was painful. But if it's a good story, I will absolutely like lock in.
Yeah, but see, I learned this about myself via Oblivion's chat and the friends that I've made there. And what I've learned about myself is I don't know why I like things. I just know that I do like things. And I know that I like to like things.
Okay.
And the reason why I like things is based off of vibe, apparently. It's ineffable. I can't explain why I do or don't like something. It's just I do or I don't, and you just have to be okay with that. So something about HSR just resonates with my soul, and I love it so much. I wish I had the attention span to really sit down and just absorb the story like you have the ability to do. But as you mentioned, I go to the Ashikai videos as well, and I get some summaries there, and that helps a lot. I actually need to go back. I have a backlog of her videos I need to go and watch to just learn stuff.
Yes.
Like for Genshin as well. But yeah, as you mentioned, I'm a giant HSR whale. I E6 Yao Guang, to no one's surprise, maybe. I don't know, but I mean, Oblivion was there when I did my initial summoning, but I mean, maybe you knew or didn't know, but I did E6.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun, you know? So I'm looking forward to when more Elation characters get put into the game, because her E6 is really going to shine when I have a full Elation team.
I'm like at this point where I'm just kind of building who I want to build, and then I found out that all my teams not suck, but they aren't very good.
Yeah,
bro, this guy.
So
just
we were
refuses,
doing like
this guy refuses to pull the best in slot characters for his favorite characters.
Yeah. So like I have Casterus, and I have her at C2 or E, whatever you want, ET, whatever, right? Free to play plus, by the way. And then I found out that there's this character named Hyacinth, but we call her Gay Barbara because if she's Barbara from she's literally Barbara from Genshin Impact, but like with rainbows.
If you put them side by side, her character model is Barbara. It's just Barbara
exactly
has blonde hair, and Hyacinth has pink hair. So I didn't coin the term. I have a good friend who called her Gay Barbara, and I thought I laughed hysterically. I thought that was so funny that from that point forward, I refer to her as Gay Barbara.
She just shoots rainbows. Like, it's literally, like, it's meant to be. But I found out she's just, like, the best in slot character for Casterus, and Casterus kind of sucks without her, and I did not know that. So, I've been liberating the poverty life, essentially, over here. My poverty team. And I'm like, man, I really don't want to play meta. I just want to use Acheron again, to be honest. I just want Acheron to get a buff, and I can just use Acheron for everything, because that's what I did for, like, a whole year. And it was really enjoyable. But, we'll have to wait and see if that happens or not. I kind of doubt it, to be honest, but maybe.
And I keep telling Oblivion, if you want Acheron to be good, you have to pull Cypher, and he won't do it.
Nope, not pulling Cypher. Not doing
it. Because we both have an E6 Acheron, just to be clear. We both have Acheron E6. I can still zero cycle stuff with her because I have her best in slot teammates. He refuses to get them.
Hey, you know... It's fine. I have the Firefox. Firefox is her best teammate. It's fine.
Yeah, but you can have 4 teammates, man.
That's too many. It's too many. I don't.
Or 3 teammates.
I want to spend money. We'll just leave it.
Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, so I've been enjoying Currency War personally. That's my gameplay.
It's so fun. I'm already maxed out at the rewards. Like, I'm already done. I've just been every time Currency Wars gets an update, I just no-life it until I'm done. But then I just keep playing it. I keep playing it because it's fun.
Me too. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's so much fun. It's my favorite, and it's not really end game mode, I guess, but it's my favorite game mode that's currently out. I'll do that.
I can't wait for you guys to go down the TFT pipeline with me. If you love Currency Wars.
It's League, though. That's what... So
yeah. But it has a separate app. That's the beauty.
I don't like League. I've been down the League hole. Bad things have happened. I've kind of banished League from my life because of those things.
That's crazy. Join me in Emerald.
Is that like the tier you're in?
Aspiring to. I'm only plat.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
I'm just a little baby plat player because I fucking suck. Just terrible at it. But in my defense, they keep updating it too frequently, and I can't change team comps that quickly because I got a 9 to 5, bro. I don't have time to learn all this. But evidently everybody else does. But no, Currency Wars is great. Sorry, I mean to go
Currency
on.
Wars is fun though. Yeah,
I mean to go on a
Currency Wars
TFT
is fun.
tangent, but it is overtaking my life slowly. So, FYI. But no, Currency Wars is good. I'm glad that it's any auto chess in general. I love that. I really thought I'd love Pawns of Loki too.
Oh, really?
Except for Pawns of Loki.
I was just going to mention
Except
it.
for Pawns of Loki, which if
What
you
a
don't know, that's the
useless
Fire
game
Emblem
mode.
Heroes auto battler, and it is terrible. It is
Dog
terrible.
water.
It literally does none of the things that an auto battler's supposed to do, except that you can get 3 of the same unit to power them up. That's the only thing it has. It's like the same with any other auto battler. It has none of the effects, none of the team requirements. It doesn't do anything unique. It's so bad.
Yeah, I think not to go on the heroes hole, but just having skills activate in an auto chess the same way
Yes.
they would in a map, like save
Right.
skills. That's a bad decision.
Yep.
That was really stupid.
Like that should be something you have to build towards, you know what I mean? Like your team is like, I make a save team, right? Like that's like something you have to like activate.
Yeah.
Instead of just,
Yeah.
you just put a save unit on the team and you're good.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
It's called activating traits. That's good.
Right.
We like that.
Right.
Don't just have the skills active automatically.
It's,
That's gonna be terrible. Anyway,
that's a whole different discussion, but we can talk about that. Like, oh my God.
no, I really liked HSR 4.0. I'm excited for 4.1. I'm hoping that they don't just drop me. Like I feel like they might. But you know, everybody that's been introduced, even bringing back older characters, like Ting Yun being there, was like pretty wild. Or Fugue, I don't know what she's going by these days. But yeah, no, I think it's good. And that the other thing about Amphorius, not to like be an Amphorius hater, but a lot of the characters felt segmented from the Express. And like Sunday is cool. And I wish he got more involved somehow. And he's like a main player now in Planet Arcadia, which is
Right.
dope.
Bro, spoilers, but spoilers. So Sunday got inadvertently slapped with one of the elation masks. Does that mean
Right.
we're gonna get like a Sunday ult?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I know we're getting a Himiko ult. And that's what I'm going to be going for. I think that's my like biggest pool priority at the moment.
Yeah.
I do
Here's
like
something-
Ashvale
okay.
a lot too, though.
This might be a question I should ask Sin, or maybe an Ashikai video I need to watch. But like these elation masks, is it like a note? In the universe, do they know that when they don the mask that they're getting like a power boost from the Aeon, or is it just like you have the mask, you're a player in the game?
From what I understood, it's like that's what you need to be a player in that. Like what were the games called? I can't remember.
I forget. I
It's
also forget what the games were
Moon
called, but
something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. But like the games that they're going to be doing on the planet. What I understood is like you need one of those masks to participate.
yeah. So I understood at a baseline you need the mask to participate, but I think like having the mask also gives you like a piece of the Aeon's power or something like that, because there's only 8 masks.
I don't know. I know that whoever wins will get their
Guess-
power. Like yeah.
Yeah, whoever wins gets to ask the Elation Aeon for like they get to like
You get
be
Emanator
their
powers,
will. They get to
Right.
be their will for like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The diviner lady, the new diviner lady, Guang.
Yeoguang.
Yeoguang.
Okay.
Yeoguang.
Yeah.
She knew that it would amplify Sunday. Sunday did not.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't think
All right,
anybody
okay.
else knew that would happen. Which, dude, I don't even know who this Evanescia character is, but there was a point where 4.0 was
It's
opening
Oblivion's
up,
new favorite character.
It's not,
and like,
but-
dude, she did a fourth wall break and talked directly to the player, and I was like, oh shit,
Yeah,
this is
that's
real.
pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay,
So
we're doing that.
Supposedly, she's the Yai Miko of HSR. Supposedly,
Yeah, so Oblivion has to pull her.
but I don't. She's
No, you have to
elation,
pull her.
and I don't want to
Get
pull
her.
elation.
Just get her.
So-
Get Yao Guang
No,
so you're set,
no,
and then
no,
you pull.
No, no. We're trying to figure out what Himiko's team is, and whatever Himiko's team is, that's what we're trying to pull. Yeah.
What was she slated for? Like 4.4 or something like that?
I don't know. After Blade. Whenever Blade is, she's the next patch.
Oh, okay.
So.
4.5. Because I think Blade is 4.4, so she'd be 4.5. Anyways.
Yeah, we gotta save pools for them. But yeah, I guess with HSR, is there anything else you guys want to talk about with HSR wise? Like, any final feelings about it or anything like that?
I like it. I'm happy that I like it. Dude, it's trains in space. It's trains in space. It's everything I want. I hated Amphoria so goddamn much. It was so bad.
I did too, actually. Like, it was so disappointing.
It wasn't bad. It was just presented in the worst way possible.
Very poorly. Yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
As someone who just loves playing, like story aside, I just like playing the game. I love the combat. I love the end game. Like, I like what Amphorius did for the end game as much as, like, I know a lot of F2Ps have gripes with it. They don't like it. It's more of I understand a lot of people just complain that it's a whale thing, like the anomaly arbitration, whatever. But I love it, man. It gives me something to do with my characters.
With what?
And something that Oblivion didn't know, and actually, I wonder if KCB knows. So KCB, you know what anomaly arbitration is.
You're breaking up a little bit. What'd you say? About, I think you said anomaly arbitration?
KCB, do you know what anomaly arbitration is? Like the endgame mode?
The chess piece thing?
Yeah. So you have
that. No.
Okay, all right. But did you know that the king in check, you can change the difficulty to something called plight, and what that is it sets the boss's level to 120, and it treats it as if you didn't clear any of the knights, and it has all of its buffs at full power, and it like doubles its HP pool.
Why would you want that?
Leviathans.
So what I like to do is I like to go into that and see if I can clear it with all my E6s, and usually I can. Not only can I do it, but I oftentimes can zero cycle it.
That's so crazy, bro. I can't even. I get like destroyed by that game mode. It's so rough. It's so rough.
But yeah, like if nothing else, I love that because it gives. I call myself a whale, but at this point I think I'm an HSR Leviathan. It gives me something to do with my account. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, I agree. I mean, we'll talk about Genshin a little bit, and we'll talk about Stygian Onslaught. That's kind of the similar thing, right, with Dire Mode. You essentially have a place for whales to play, which is fun for me, because I'm, like, on the line where, like, I can beat Dire, but I have to try really hard.
And that's where you want to be.
Exactly, that's where I want. I don't want to, like, smash it. I want to, like, have to, like, put effort in, which is fun.
Like there are some I have some moments of clarity where I think to myself, did I brick my Hoyo accounts because everything's just too easy?
Right, you can definitely do that. Yeah.
I have to purge those thoughts and say no. These are toys that I deserve to have.
Oh my gosh. Okay. With that whale brain out of the way, let's talk about another gacha game real quick. So Wuthering Waves just had 3.1.
Oh,
and
sorry.
So we gotta talk about this a little bit. Chronicles doesn't play Wuthering Waves.
I am going to listen intently.
Me and KCB started on launch. I quit after 1.1. I think it was 1.1. I believe.
Yeah. That was bad.
I quit. You kept playing.
Oh yeah.
The entire time, right?
Yep.
Well, what happened was that there was a controversy in Genshin, which we'll talk about later, that made me so depressed that I remembered that I had like 500 pools on Wuthering Waves I just didn't use because I was just saving. So I was like, I'm so bored of my members chat. Me and my members just logged into Wuthering Waves and started pooling. And it wasn't a 500, it was less than that, but still, like, it was there. So I just started pooling. I just got in, I was like, I'm gonna pool, see what happens, whatever, right? So what happened is I started playing Wuthering Waves again, essentially. And I went from 1.1 all the way to 3.1 in like a week and a half, maybe. Like, I no life destroyed Wuthering Waves. I 100% all the exploration. I've done almost every quest. I have destroyed this game, essentially, except for the end game. I have not 100% completed that yet because my units aren't, like, you know, top powerful, essentially, right? And so I've gotten experience so much of this game really quickly, to be honest. And it's been really fun. I've been really enjoying A lot of the things Wuthering Waves has. I think it has like really great quality of life that games like Genshin don't have, which really sucks because I do love Genshin a lot. But like the flying. Oh my god, I love flying so much.
Yup. Welcome home, brother.
Like
Welcome.
flying is so peak, and Genshin needs flying so bad. Like the problem is like you have to create a world where flying works. Because if you have flying in a world that doesn't work, it's just like too overpowered. Like it's too broken.
Yeah.
But like Wuthering Waves, like Renacida and Septimont do a really good job of like making like areas you can fly to, and it feels great. It feels so good. I love it so much. That is like one aspect where I just couldn't stop exploring. It was so much fun. The gameplay again is always fun as well. I think there are some problems I have with the gameplay, which I had in 1.1 that still exist. Like I think comparing it to Genshin, I think Wuthering Waves has better like second to second combat, like the dodging, the parrying, stuff like that. But I think the team building is weaker in Wuthering Waves compared to Genshin, where like Genshin has really strong like elemental like compositions where you're not only thinking about like what reactions you want to do, like you have to think about like how you apply elements and stuff like that. With Wuthering Waves, it feels like a lot because I don't really play super sweaty. Like I'm not a quick swap player. So a lot of times with Wuthering Waves, it feels like I just go on my support. My support buffs like whatever type of damage my DPS does, and then I move to my next support, who's like a sub DPS. They buff the damage, and then I go to my main character, and I do like all the fun killing stuff, essentially. Which is fine, but I just feel like it lacks a little bit of depth there. I still feel that way for sure. But the Wuthering Waves like actual combat is so much fun. It's super cinematic too. Like if you like cinematic gameplay, holy crap! Like the new character Amith, like her elemental skills is cinematic. Her ultimate's like 3 different cinematics. Like holy crap, that character is insane. She turns into a Gundam, and you can fly around. It's super cool. Right? Like I like definitely don't want to undersell that by any means. But like this game is really good. I will say that for sure, and it's super free to play friendly. I came back. I did have like pools already saved, but I just 100% everything, and I got like 400 pools, I want to say, around there. So I was able to get like one character. Why can't I think of her name? Augusta. I got Augusta. I used my saved currency and I got constellations for her. I got her best support in I got Amieth, one of her best supports. Like I was able to get so much stuff just by playing the game, which feels so satisfying and so good. Whenever you can come to a gacha game and just like essentially set your account up that quickly, it feels amazing, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't that nice?
It is very nice. It's very, very nice. I will definitely say that for sure. So, yeah, definitely love that aspect of the game. The biggest problem, I'd say, the reason why I originally left Wuthering Waves was 2 parts. One, it felt very, very Genshin-esque in 1.1, and it was very grindy. And I'm a very sweaty player. Like, I'm a very, very sweaty player. And so when I found out that I could just go to other people's worlds and farm artifacts, essentially endlessly, I just got on Discords and I would just sit there for like 10 hours farming artifacts in everybody's worlds possible. And it was very unhealthy. So, like, that was one aspect to it where, like, the game allowed me to be so sweaty, which is on me, obviously, but still, right? Like, and it kind of demanded you to be sweaty to an extent because back then there was lacking quality of life to get good artifacts. Like it was really hard to get good artifacts back then, which they have amended. They've made it way better, in my opinion, way better. That was one aspect, and then the other aspect was the story. The story was really underwhelming in 1.0. 1.1 was a better. It was a lot better, but it was still not great in my opinion. And so for me, like as a story player, like it felt not great, essentially, is the best way to put it. Like, it felt like it just lacked a lot. And coming back and getting to experience the rest of 1.1, all of 2.0, 3.0, and 3.1, right? And I will say it got better for sure. There was some really good stuff in there with, like, Cartithia. Like, her whole storyline was really good. The end of 2.0, this is going to be a super hot take. People are going to get so mad at me. I didn't like it that much. I did not like the end of 2.0 very much. And the reason why is because I felt like Wuthering Waves was like the joke, Wuthering Wives. Like, it felt like I just kept going from one part of the story and getting a new girlfriend and then dumping her and getting a new girlfriend and dumping her and getting a new girlfriend. and just learning about those characters, and like not like that story cohesion wasn't really there, where I felt like I was like learning about the world and the lore all together. And it just felt like the story felt very disjointed, is the way I'd put it, I guess. And so when we got to the end and we got like the Marvel super moment where all the characters come together, we're gonna go fight the bad guy, like that was cool. But then they introduced this character named Galbraina, and she's the best. How can I explain this? She's like, okay, like if you guys have seen Marvel like Endgame, right? Like,
Yep.
okay. You know the moment when they all step out of the portals and it's like super hype?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, imagine if Superman came out of one of the portals, right? And you're like, wait a second, you're from DC. And also you're just super broken. And like Superman just beat the shit out of Thanos and it was just over, right? That's how Galbraina felt for me. Like she just shows up in that patch, like no anything. Like technically there's foreshadowing, I'll talk about it a little bit. But like she just shows up, she's Superwoman, she's invincible, she gets stabbed through the chest, she lives. Her and the main character just go badass Superman, like one-winged angel, destroy the boss, like by themselves essentially.
And is she the one with the dual pistols and snake aesthetic?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I know her. I know who she is.
And then Cartithia gets like kind of sidelined, and she's the main character of 2.0. Like she is the heart of 2.0. She's the character who's been being built the entire time. She gets a big story, and she gets kind of sidelined for Galbraina because she's the new character. And it felt really, really bad for me. Like, I really hated it. Like, it looked amazing, right? Like, you could, like, watch this with popcorn and you'd enjoy it. Like, it's super cinematic. But, like, story-wise, it felt very shallow. And I was so, like, underwhelmed that, like, all the cool characters, like Augusta and Yuno and Cartithia, got sidelined so hard for this new character who just showed up. That was my problem with it, personally. Now, they do drop, like, a lore bomb at the end that she's this character named Angel, and Angel is a character who is foreshadowed in Augusta's story to be really powerful, but I feel like they did it so poorly where, like, they could have had a moment where, like, she revealed that earlier on, and then her and Augusta could have, like, a really cool character moment, but they didn't do that. So for me, like, 2.0 just did not hit the way I think it hit for other people. And 3.0 was kind of the same, right? Like, you get in, you have, like, a really cool, badass, like, motorcycle chase scene with this girl named Lene. It's cool. You save the world with her. You get to go on this date with this girl who's crippled but not crippled. She's a really cool character. Some good writing there, honestly. I really enjoyed that. But, like, it's still, like, Wuthering Waves, in my opinion. But then you hit 3.1. And I think KCB can agree with this. Where, like, 3.1 is just built different. 3.1 was amazing. It was so well done. They do such a great job of not only introducing this new character, like expanding on her lore, and at the same time expanding on the main character's lore finally, right? The main character finally feels like a real character. He doesn't feel like some like god that can't be beaten anymore, like an isekai character. He feels like an actual living, breathing character, and you actually get to see all of his struggles, and it's tied into her struggles. And they just do such a phenomenal job. And I'm like, did someone else write this? Because, like, holy shit, this is so good. Like, I was starting to tear up. And I don't tear up, like, like, none of the rest of the story made me even, like, feel anything. And then this story, like, blew me away. So, I don't know. KCB, I guess you could talk about now. Like, I watched you play it. And what were your thoughts? Because, like, 3.1 just felt like, oh, my God. It felt like a whole different level of writing from this game.
I loved hearing you sing its praises so much. As like a day dot, pre-launch sign up shill that I am.
Right, same.
Yeah, no, I think. Okay, couple of things. One, I agree with the flying. I'm sad they took it out, but I feel like they designed the world
for the
for the bike to flow with that really well. And I appreciate that the bike keeps getting upgrades for like different terrains every patch. So that's cool because like I love flying and I was sad to see flying go. We'll also point out for non-wave heads, which is what I'm calling everybody now. Back when Wuthering Waves got developed, it went through a beta screening.
Right.
And everybody said the story is really bad. And so with 9 months to launch, they did not change the launch date. They redid the entire 1.0 experience.
Right.
which is like crazy dedication. And the general consensus from those who were like in early access compared to launch say it was an improvement. So I give them, even though it did feel
Bad.
maybe not as polished. I think there's a reason why it didn't feel as polished. Not to give it, a pass on that. I think the safest thing is just delay, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
in the gacha world, if you do that, it's DOA. So I applaud their efforts in that regard. 2.0, 2.x, I did like a lot. I do agree slightly that Galbrenna felt a little bit out of place, but I think that placement felt weird because she's going to come up later. It's kind of like how they had, what's his name? The dude that everybody was pumped for, the Sephiroth clone guy. Calcharo, yeah. And then we to this day, like, I think one of the greatest things 2.x did was give us like a slight Calcharo drop, like, of lore.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he was in it for like 5 minutes maybe.
Like,
it was high.
They're like, oh yeah, no, he's from here. If you go there, then you're probably going to meet up with him at some point, and then nothing.
Right.
So I think they with the Galbrenna introduction and then her joining Black Shores and all that, I think they're like sprinkling some stuff for her to just kind of show up as plot device, which I hope is not the case, for the record. But it does feel like, oh no, if we're in insurmountable odds, Galbrenna might just show up and like wreck it. But I hope they don't do that, for the record. Also, I know you mentioned cinematics. I'm gonna ping something to the group chat real quick.
Yeah.
Did you know that the three characters you have, Imith, Yuno, and
oh right, yeah.
their ults actually overlap with like Cosmos, Sun, and Moon, which is epic. I love that they like even build that into their subject. Like, they take a lot of care in the game, and that's why I've played it I've not stopped playing it, because I was like, anyone that's this passionate, again, the Pokemon thing, I want the developers to enjoy the game that they're making, and to make it as best they can, and they're free to do that. So that is my precursor into what I will now glaze indefinitely, which is 3.1. Because 3.0, I was cooling on it a little bit, because I was like,
They killed, they just left Chisa out in the dust, bro.
It's subterranean, but like, I thought we were going to space, and now I don't really understand what's happening. But it turns out we're doing some space shit, and that's really cool in 3.1. And then the plot twist, obviously, with 3.1, you think you're on another date with a girl. Nope. You're not. And this is where potentially we're going to hit some spoilers, Waves heads. So if you haven't played it yet, go stop listening to this and go do that. But Imith is actually like our adopted kid.
Right.
And she is bound in this cycle of like crazy lore drop where we have lived like many lives and are cycling through this endless like battle against the tide. And Imith is like the linchpin in that cycle continuum, but she can also like resonate with the thing that stops all the bad things from happening. I'm paraphrasing like crazy right now. But it was so like, as I was playing it, I was like, okay, surely we're done now. Surely they're not going to talk about more. Surely not more is going to get revealed. And there was just more every time. And I could not believe that they put that much information, that much lore into a single patch update. And I'm not hating, okay? Objectively, Genshin heads, you know this. Now, it's my understanding the current patch is different, where there's like tons of stuff. And when we inevitably talk about Genshin, I will sweeten the deal on that. Come back to that later. But the thing I played Genshin for was the Traveler story, ultimately. And they did like a little lore drop every summer. And then the summer event was like the Traveler drop with not Dimitri.
Dainsleif,
yes, him. And I thought all that was interesting. And it took years to get there. And so my expectation, even with like Star Rail, where it's just like everything is so drawn out and it's just like get to the point. 3.1 for Wuthering Waves, I was never bored. I was never put off. I was very engaged the entire time. And that does not happen frequently for me, because I think we all have the attention spans of goldfish now, because like TikTok era. But I never felt bored. I never felt put off. And I don't know what we're doing now, because like it was such a massive story patch for just information in general that we are now allegedly seemingly going to go break the cycle with Imith and find a way to save her somehow, because at the very end of it was like, well, the shell of Imith came back, and if you played it you know what I'm talking about.
She's literally a vegetable.
Yeah, like she had a response, which
Right.
gave the indication that the real Imith was still there. Yeah. So
Yep.
I assume that we're going to do that. And I just want to say, anytime they introduce a snow level, good things happen. Because it happened with the Chang Li patch back in 1.x. I don't remember when exactly it happened.
Yeah, yep.
But when we went there to the mountain and everything, that was beautiful. We got snow here. That is beautiful. Even in Genshin, when they did that Freezy Peak area that was off of Mondstadt. I remember it. But the Eula update.
Dragonspire.
That was also beautiful. So anytime we get snow in games like these, I'm like, it's going to be a banger. I'm so excited for that.
Well, the whole next Genshin continent is ice, so.
And you know what? I would come back for Snezhnaya, I think.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I would do that. But I don't know. I have an appreciation for games that value your time. And for a while there, Star Rail was flirting with losing me for a long time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I feel very passionate about Wuthering Waves just in general, because it's like, all right, they are committed to giving you as good an experience as they think they are delivering you, and if it's not, they're going to change it. And I have full confidence that they listen to players and that they make adjustments as needed. Like every time I launch the game, there's an update. I don't know what they're doing over there. I feel like they don't sleep. But like I got an update every time I launch the damn game.
Yeah, it drives me nuts sometimes.
It's crazy. But I appreciate the commitment, I guess is what I'm saying. But 3.1 was like, it felt like a different game. And I had been coping it. Like I've been very cope about the fact that like, oh well, the world, it's kind of like Xenoblade a little bit, and that's cool. So like maybe that'll keep me invested, because they took away the flying, and that was real dumb. But the bike is kind of cool, I guess. Maybe I'll just make it all black because I don't want to put a bunch of stickers on it. And now 3.1 happens. I'm like, okay, I'm actually invested again. This is gonna be good. I'm very excited about this. So I'm pumped to see like where it goes ultimately, with both Wuthering Waves and HSR for what it's worth, which I'll keep saying. But it's good. It's so good. I'm so excited. They even like Imith mechanically is like a quick swap. Not like a Chang Li quick swap. Like Chang Li quick swappers are built different. I don't know how they do that stuff. But she kind of functions similar to the way Cardathea and Fleur de Lis did, but it's way more seamless. So she feels good and fun to play.
She feels good, yeah. She definitely feels good, yeah.
I mean, there's some that come out where it's just like, okay, I don't know how you all expected us to memorize these rotations and have it feel natural, but okay, sure, we'll do it. No, she's really easy to play too, which is nice. Also looking forward to Lucilla, I think, the teacher.
Yes.
She can hold me after class anytime. I have no problem with that.
Oh man.
But no, God, it gives me hope. It gives me hope, and I'm happy, and we got so much lore, and I don't know. Just
It's definitely a big upgrade for the story. Definitely. Like I'm just hoping, right? Not to be a negative Nancy, but I'm just hoping it stays like this, right? Like next character coming up is Luke, who is a male, which is not common in this game.
No.
So I'm hoping, like technically they can't do waifu of the week. They can do husband of the week, but they can't do waifu of the week. So I'm hoping this just stays as a story that Amyth is still the main like central focus of the story, and the other characters are more like supporting cast. Like they can have their time to shine. Don't get me wrong, but like I hope it's not like 2.0 where we just completely swap stories to a different character. You know what I mean? Like like I hope the core of the story stays there. You know what I mean?
I think it will. Potentially, the thing that makes me a little nervous is like they, again, if you missed it, y'all, Luke and Rover had like some sort of connection in a previous life of Rover's, but like Luke goes on to say like, we weren't that close, but like, we were friendly. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So you guys had like a nothing burger relationship. Neat. So this next story is going to be awesome then, probably when you're the main focus. But I think he's gonna serve as more of like an aid to continuing the main arc of like figuring out a way to break this like Imus cycle that she is now stuck in. Or at least that's the hope. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. One last thing I have to say, I guess, like one more call out, I guess, for any of you wave heads, I guess. In 2.0, my favorite character was Avidius. And I think that's also why I kind of hate Galbraith, is because Avidius was like an NPC character. He's not playable, but he's so riveting. He's so interesting because he's a character who finds out he's not a real person. And he has to come to terms with that. And it's so... It just captured me. And then they killed him immediately to make Galbraith the waifu. They just killed him. Like, he just dies. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And she just gets his powers. And I'm like... that as like one thing I would definitely...
Is he like an AI or something?
No. So like one of the powers the main antagonist has is he's an author, and he can write things and bring it to life. He's super OP. Oh. And so essentially, he created this character who fit perfectly into the lore to play as like the prophesied hero. But he was never meant to be the prophesied hero. He's like a fake one. But he learns that and comes to terms with it. Like, I am not a real person. I've never really done all these things. And he has to come to terms with, like, what does that mean for me? Like, how am I going to live my own life now? Do I just, like, die? Do I try to find out who I want to be? And it's such a riveting story. And then he gets to a point where, like, he gets corrupted and they just kill him. Like, Galbraith just kills him. And then he gets, like, taken. And I'm like, oh...
That's
it was
such
so
a good
cool. I was so
for
excited for him. Like, if he was playable, I would like C6 him. He was so cool. And then he just died. And I was so mad. I was actually salty about that. So, yeah.
Fuck,
so
that would be too.
I just had to bring that up for all the Vidius bros out there who feel my pain.
You are heard.
I hope there is.
And we appreciate you.
Okay.
But he served his purpose, and now he's gone forever.
Unfortunately. Okay.
Damn.
Well, I think one last thing we gotta talk about before we end this up is we gotta talk about the whale in the room. I guess because that's a better way to put it. Genshin. So we have Genshin. Genshin has just not finished Nodcry, but it's in an interval right now of the story. I think this is not a controversial take at all. Nodcry's story is by far the best Archon quest, which is like the main story quest of Genshin ever. Like, it's not even close. This story was beyond amazing.
I agree.
The quests were way longer than normal, right? Usually, like, Archon quests are like 5 acts. They're like 2 to 3 hours each, and that's it. These ones are like 5 to 7 hours each, and I was on the edge of my seat mostly the entire time. I got nerd chills at points. Like, I was locked in, and it was so good. But with that said, something happened that put me back on Wuthering Waves, right? So what was the thing that took my Genshin high, where I was riding Genshin so hard, and put me back on the Wuthering Waves train for a little bit? And that would be that my favorite character that I've been waiting for 5.5 years, waiting for this character, Varka, was announced. And let's just say there were some predictions put out there by random people we don't know where they came from, and it's saying that Varka is kind of underwhelming power-wise. Thanks. And the thing about Genshin is, like, they haven't really made bad characters since, like, I guess you could argue the standard character in Natlan, but they were a standard character, so they are kind of meant to be underpowered. Which kind of sucks that they do that, but still, right? But like, before that, like, you'd have to go all the way back to like Fontaine, right? So the fact that they release a character like this, who's super ultra hyped, right? Has his own model. They made a whole new model for him. He's our first like tall, powerful looking male with muscles. He's got animes. He's got literally TikToks and Twitter posts, and they have done everything possible to make this character as popular as possible. And then his gameplay is like, his numbers are just not there. And so that I just kind of got depressed. And I was just like, let's play Wuwa. And so we are now at this point in Genshin where they have done the creator server videos where they put out like their takes on the characters a week before they come out. And he's still in not the best state, essentially. And I'm coping really hard. He gets a buff right before release. I'm coping like ultra hard right now. But either way, because this is my boy, this is the character I've been waiting for, we will be C6ing him next Tuesday. So we will literally be putting the RNG in the RNG podcast. So we'll be coming back next, I guess, episode, right?
Bro.
To say if my RNG was terrible or if we actually were able to do it without breaking the wall, essentially. But yeah, we're...
I hope for your sake, I feel so much for you on this. I hope for your sake that at the last possible minute he is buffed to his tits, because my man here pre-wailed for Varka, and like he's a day after day, week after week, I've been seeing this poor man huff the bottom of the ship barrel copium you could possibly imagine.
Man.
I'm desperate, man. I'm desperate. Like
Oblivion, I like you. I don't want to see you hurt, bro.
I mean, stuff happens, right? Like, you just kind of... I can't do anything about it, but...
Yeah. I mean, bad things just kind of happen to Oblivion.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but
Like,
that's the way of the world. It's what the universe wants.
If like some of the real world lore for us three is that Chronicos and KCB tend to have very, very good RNG.
Bro,
and then there's me.
can I be real?
And,
I on stream before we started recording this, I just ripped a free new Fjorm in Heroes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my... Stop!
That's crazy.
So like,
what the hell?
Lore checks out.
My RNG is like I'm like the 99th percentile in bad luck a lot of times. Like a lot of times. My luck is really, really bad. So
on behalf of gamers everywhere,
sacrificial lamb, yeah. So we'll see how that goes next week. But yeah, I'm on super cope that they buff him. There has been precedent for them buffing characters literally right before they came out. It's happened like twice, so it's not impossible. But we'll see. But yeah,
I mean, if CN rises,
the problem is that
up,
CN doesn't care about him because
treatment.
he's a male. You know what I mean? So that's the...
Well,
yeah, that was like more like a
was on
China
leave.
national thing. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he
Also
wasn't
an
a
Archon
This character
character,
seems-
but
right?
And an Archon. Yeah.
Is Varka who
also an Archon.
what? So
yep.
what? Whomst is who is this?
You know, actually. You actually
What is
know.
going on?
You remember Gene, I'm sure.
Oh, this is Gene's dad.
No.
Oh.
No. So this is... Gene is the acting Grandmaster.
No.
This is the actual Grandmaster.
Oh,
So
this
he's
is
one
the
that left her in
vacation
charge.
guy. Okay.
yeah, I guess
Okay.
you could put that way. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. If that
so
helps
he's
you.
the actual leader of Mondstadt. We've been waiting for 5.5 years.
I heard about this dude 6 years ago, dog.
Yes.
Telling me he's just now getting back on the payroll.
Yeah.
He's been in the main story quest for most of it of Nauticry, but yes, he's finally going to be playable. Yeah.
The very like first major event in Genshin
Okay.
It was
was
about him
like
leaving.
about
Yeah.
him,
About him leaving.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been waiting a long time for this character. Like a very, very, very long time. So I really need them to buff him or something. I don't know what they have to do, but please, for the love of God. I'm hoping, like, this sounds horrible. I'm just hoping the internet crashes out with me. Like, that's what I'm hoping at this point. Like,
Oh,
please, internet,
dude.
like,
You know,
crash out.
it's not gonna happen, man. Like,
I mean, the problem is, like, a lot of his fans are either people like me who care and will crash out, but there's not a lot of us, and a lot of the fans are just casuals because he's super hot and tall. He's like 6'9".
Yep.
And so all like the casual players don't care that he's not strong. They're just like, I just want to stare at his like, you know, his third sword essentially the whole time while I'm playing him. Which is fine, but I wish they would crash out with me. You know what I mean? Because like if we get technically he is the most hyped character of Nodcry, and he's not the main character. His interaction on social media is higher than Columbina, who is like the archon of this nation essentially. Like people are hyped for this character,
bro. There were people saving polls to C6
right?
Columbina since like 3.0.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, but yeah. Other than that, though, I think like as someone who has quit Genshin, I do think Genshin has gotten a lot better recently. There's still a lot of quality life missing when you compare it to Wuthering Waves. Like we don't have 100% rate on weapons, which really sucks. I wish they would add that. But they have made artifacts a lot better to get to now, with being able to craft them and being able to reroll them, which is really nice. Still isn't perfect by any means. Don't get me wrong. But it has been a big upgrade there. The story's gone like. I've enjoyed the story a lot. I think that Genshin's story is actually quite good overall. But I'm also a big world building lore guy, right? Like I'm really big into big series like One Piece or like A Song of Ice and Fire, also known as Game of Thrones, right? Like I love stuff like that. So like for me, like you were saying, like you really cared about the Traveler and his story. I didn't care about Traveler history at all. For me, what was interesting was learning about these countries and like their lore and their history and stuff, right? So seeing all of that kind of stuff come together with the Traveler story, the Columbina story, and it all coming together in Nodcry was great. And I think they've done a really good job at that. They've also added a lot of quality life with like exploration, which is really good. So I do think Genshin is probably at the best it's ever been. It's definitely up there. I do think power creep has started to become a problem, which is kind of crazy because there was really no power creep, realistically, I would say, until like Mavica probably and Natlan. Like technically you could say Nouvellette, but like his numbers weren't that much higher than everybody else's. Like he was just kind of like quality of life combined with good power. Mavica's really where power creep started hitting. We've definitely started to hit that in Genshin, which does suck, but it's nowhere near like HSR levels or like Fire Emblem Hero levels or like Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis levels of power creep, right? Bennett's still the GOAT, like so. Yeah, but yeah. So if you, I guess we could talk about this in a different podcast, obviously, but like go a little bit more into it. But if you do want to play Genshin, I do think if you are a story enjoyer, I think you will enjoy a lot of what Genshin does have to offer.
I have a proposition for our listeners right now. Looking at you, Genshin heads. All right, if we get 1,000 listens across all platforms, I will reinstall Genshin Impact and I will play the Nodcry. I'll do it.
Hey,
baby.
But I don't want to. To be honest, I used to play it while I was on a bike. I would just bike in my. This is during lockdown, which controversial opinion. I think Genshin players who like eat up all of the monkey paw updates that Hoyo puts out for that game, they eat it up. I think they just have like PTSD from the global crisis that happened. Legitimately. Not knocking. I get it. Comfort games are comfort games. I understand. But it feels like every time they do like some kind of update, it's a bit of a, well, that's good, but not what I was expecting as a final product version of like that.
Sometimes they do that. I admittedly they do that sometimes, like with like level 100. Like that's definitely a monkey paw moment for sure.
And that's where they lost me. But I'm willing to come back for the sake of listens. So if you all listen to this and you like it, I'll do that for you if that's what you want. I can be bribed very easily. You'll find.
Well,
that would also work. I'll do that too. Yeah.
Oh man.
I played through Fontaine. I really liked. I liked Fontaine. I don't know that I liked the Phoenix Wright-esque like questioning stuff.
I like
that was a little boring.
But yeah, I could see how people wouldn't like that.
In terms of like the world and the characters and stuff, I really liked Fontaine. I was
very good.
I was hoping it would be a little more steampunk, a little less Disney Fantasia, but a lot of gacha games are made for like tweens at this point, I think. So like I understand the direction, but I don't know. It seems like Nogcry, because I have a friend who has played since day zero, and he's never not like I think Oblivion, he has very similar opinions to you in that he wants to keep playing and experience it, and he just wishes it was better in some aspects, and he wishes they would listen sometimes to player feedback. But he's still committed to seeing it through ultimately, which is fine. I think it's okay to like something and critique it. I think that's totally normal, and we should normalize that, everyone. Because it is corporation that just wants your money at the end of the day. Okay, so let's not give them a lot of leniency. But I think ultimately, I couldn't do the Natlan thing. Like, it seemed cool on surface, but I got there and getting around was terrible because I didn't have any new characters and I didn't want to possess animals in the wild or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the mechanic was.
I love that. I love the Pokemon.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I do.
Oblivion has a polarizing opinion on that, but I'm with you. I'm with you, KCB. I also hate it.
It felt like a less premium experience because I didn't have the 5-star character, and I don't think it should be that way.
That's true. Yeah,
and that's where I'm always like, there's this monkey paw effect where it's like, oh, they'll do this or that, or they'll introduce like upgrades for artifacts or something, but it's only one item per patch or something,
right?
Something like that. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. I felt like they just kind of stopped appreciating my time, and I don't like that, and so I gave it up. But I like Skirk. Skirk is cool. Yeah. I would like a continuation of whatever story that's happening.
She's coming back next patch.
So, I want to like Genshin Impact more than I do, I guess, is where I'm at. I have a Eula figure sitting behind me. I haven't opened it yet. But that finally came. You know what I mean? I want the good old days.
She needs a buff so bad. She's so bad right now.
Did they ever do anything with physical
damage? We think it's going to happen at the end of Notcry. Because there are... somebody put out into the world that there are aspects of superconductor getting buffed by the end of Notcry.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's where Eula would get her buff if ever.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Have they ever buffed like individual constellations or anything like they have with Stariel?
Yes, they have started doing buffs. They did a round of what they call witch buffs. So they introduced like this new faction, which Varka is a part of, and all these old characters got buffs. So,
this is the Mona thing.
Yes, Mona, Albedo, Official, Sucrose, Razor. Somebody else I can't remember.
So right now it's kind of just Mondstadt characters, Knights of Avonius, but we're assuming they're going to do similar style buffs for the other regions moving forward.
Because I will say, like, the elemental reaction stuff is always very satisfying.
It's so much.
I did like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of the end game became just a bunch of like HP sponge bosses type stuff. And then if I wasn't pulling for like newer things, like particularly in Natlan, I feel like is where I was like, oh god, this is rough. It's kind of like, it was a lot like Amphorius, where it's like, oh, I don't have Amphorius characters in Amphorius patch. I'm having bad time.
It definitely happened because Mavica kind of pushed the power ceiling, which I think is a problem personally. Like power creep, anytime you power creep, it's usually not the best idea. Like, I understand like small amounts, but she was a pretty big amount. So that definitely did happen where like Natlan kind of pushed the power ceiling so much, and they introduced new game modes, which I really love personally, but they are more difficult than the Abyss for the most part. So you kind of do need to have invested teams. I love Stygian Onslaught too. I love
Stygian Onslaught. I heckin' love Endgame in my gacha games.
It's kind of like, have you played the new Endgame in WoWa? The double whatever pawn matrix or whatever it's called.
Oh, have I done that? I feel like
it's like
have.
the boss. It's like the boss rush.
Oh, the boss rush. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but instead of it being like a boss rush where you're just like using the same team, it's using 3 teams against super bosses, with like different, criteria or like mechanics and stuff like that. It's honestly it's made endgame so much more fun for me, Genshin wise, but it is at the point where like you kind of need powerful units, which does suck. But I will say Notcry does have a lot of flexible like options essentially with Columbina. Like the lunar teams are very flexible, and I was hoping Varka would be part of that. But Hoyo, I'm just saying you can fix it. It's not too late yet.
Oh, bro,
Still time.
I don't want to see you hurt like this, man.
I'm just gonna spend money till he's good. That's what I'm gonna do. What's up? I don't know about that. We'll spend money somewhere. We will make it work. I've been waiting for this character for 5.5 years. He is going to be used.
And that's our time. Everybody, thank you so much again for listening to the RNG podcast. If you are curious about where to find us individually, we'll have links to our YouTube channels in the descriptions, I hope, at least. And also, if you want to check us out on any other platform necessarily, I don't know where you're listening to your podcast, you as an individual, but I think we should be on Patreon and Spotify and YouTube. I think those are the 3 ones that I think I know that we're on. So wherever you prefer to listen to your podcast, we'll try to be. But leave us a comment if it's not where you want it to be and you somehow found this. Anyway, thank you again for listening, and we will see you on the next episode of the RNG podcast.